Let me know that you can hear me all right. Just please press in a one or a yes in the chat box if you can hear me all right. I want to make sure the tech's working. Okay, great, great. I see some ones and yeses coming through. Now, I was introduced to Merlin Holmes not very long ago through a friend, and my jaw dropped by what he's doing online right now. And this is going to be our guest today. Now, Merlin got his start in business over 16 years ago when internet marketing was this mysterious dark art that maybe only a handful of people knew existed. Merlin has gone on to make over $100 million in sales with his various businesses. And now Merlin has discovered a new opportunity that, frankly, is the most amazing and simple online business model that I've ever seen. So Merlin and a few of his students who are doing this now are earning between 1,000 and 5,000 something dollars per day just by asking simple yes and no questions online. And you'll meet some of these people on the workshop today, and they're only doing it for an hour or two a day. What's most impressive about this opportunity, though, is that everything you don't have to do, as you'll see. Now, this makes it easy for total newbies to do, and it's pretty groundbreaking and valuable for experts like me to understand the psychology and figure out how we can implement this in my affiliate marketing business. Now, Merlin has taught his amazing method to just a handful of people so far, and his students are even making, over $100,000 a month profit doing this. And the reason is these businesses are so simple and they're so profitable. And just everybody should be doing this, including you. Now, I'm happy to have Merlin here today to show you and walk you through this unique business model. And I truly believe deep down in my heart that this could make your 2021 the most profitable year ever while giving you the greatest lifestyle you can imagine. So listen closely to every word this guy says. Take lots of notes from beginning to end. Put yourself in a focused place. Turn off your other tabs, your phone, or whatever you need. And he's going to be here and answering questions at the end. So without further ado, I'd like to introduce you guys to Merlin Holmes. Merlin, are you there?
Yep, I am here. Thank you so much for that great introduction, and thank you for letting me join you here today. But mostly, thanks to everybody that's here with us. My name is Merlin Holmes. I'm really, really happy to be here with you today and to go through this training with you, which is something that I think that you'll probably say, well, I've never seen anything like that, and how did I not know about this? But before we do that, I really want to kind of get to know you guys a little bit and also give just another minute or so for anybody that is jumping on late. So firstly, can you guys hear me okay? I just want to make sure that my audio is working properly. If you can just say yes or just anything in the question box, I would really, really appreciate it. Thanks, Robert. I appreciate that. I always want to make sure. And Rana and Sina, thank you guys so much. Astrid, I appreciate that. Perfect. Okay. Now, just so you know, if I mispronounce anybody's name, I do apologize beforehand because I often do. But I will be keeping an eye on the chat box as we go through this presentation, this training. And if you have any questions, I might not be able to answer them as you put them in, but we will have time at the end here when I can try to kind of go through and get any of those questions asked for you. So I'd really like to get started right now. So I think this is a great time to get started. So again, my name is Merlin Holmes, and my goal here is to show you how to create an incredibly simple automated business that you can run in a few hours a week from home anywhere in the world that will make you more money in your life than you've ever made before or could honestly ever hope to spend. But I'm not just going to show you how. I'm going to hand you all the pieces to put it together. And when you make a bunch more money, which I know you will, I just have one simple question to ask you, and that is, can I get you to promise that you'll spend just a little bit of that with me and my company sometime in the future? So here's the question. If I can teach you how to make a lot more money than you're making right now in the future sometime, can I get you to promise to spend a little bit of that with me and my company in the future? If you're cool with that, just give me a yes in the chat box. I want this to be interactive. I want there to be back and forth. I want you guys to understand that I'm here listening to you. Awesome. Fantastic. Thanks, guys. Thanks, Mingo, CB, Robert, Chris. I appreciate that. Okay, well, let's get rolling here. So here's exactly the presentation we're going through, how I earned $5,203.89 per day during the pandemic lockdown by just asking people simple yes and no questions on the internet. But the best part about this The absolute best part is what you're about to discover also created a residual ongoing income stream for me of over $2,500 per day. And I'll show you the simple 3-step formula starting right now, and I'll destroy every frustrating part of starting an internet business for you. Okay, you could even start earning as soon as tonight with zero advertising costs whatsoever, which is usually what people are most excited about. My name is Merlin Holmes. I'd like to welcome everybody to today's web class about what I believe to be the simplest, the fastest, the cheapest, the most automated, and the most profitable internet business to start in 2021. This formula that I developed over the last 15 years, which is so simple you can do it from the comfort of your home in your spare time, does not require you to be a genius marketer or a technical wizard whatsoever. I'm about to show you the simple 3-step formula that's so cheap to use, you probably have enough money in between your couch cushions right now to do it, to be quite honest with you. And yet it allows you to generate floods of new income without a product, office, employees, technology, or expensive monthly overhead. Okay, and this is actually a comment that was just sent in to us recently by another lovely lady named Sheena Wiggins, who went through this exact same training program that I'm taking you through right now. Sheena says, "This is truly a blessing. I went through Merlin's training last night and followed the first 3 steps, and literally 24 hours later, I received a notification from my bank, and there it was, my first deposit. I'm truly grateful and can't wait to learn more from Merlin." So I want to give you the exact same experience that Sheena had, and we're going to do that right now. But I have to answer a question for you. This isn't a question you're answering for me. Is this training worth your time? Is it worth your time to spend this time with me? Okay. And I just want to prove to you that it is worth your time. Okay. $5,200 per day. And this is a screenshot of my Wells Fargo business banking account showing $156,000 deposited in just 30 days. If you do the math, that's $5,200 per day during pandemic lockdown. Okay. There it is right there. I did there was no products or inventory, nothing to ship, right? No packaging, no postage, no clients at all, no fancy technology whatsoever, no office or employees, none of that hassle, none of that management. And my favorite personal part is no selling. Look, I'm not a salesperson. You're probably not either. Selling is a difficult skill. I don't have it, and I don't think you need to have it at all in order to make a life-changing amount of income. But you'll only be able to do that if you pay attention. Okay, so I want you to pay attention. I want you to turn off your email. I want you to get off your phone. I want you to get out of Facebook, do all that stuff, and make a commitment to me and yourself right now that you're going to pay attention, because if you don't pay attention, you can't get the benefit of what I'm going to show you. And you can't get the benefit that Steve got when he was going through the exact same program you're going through right now. Steve says, "To be truthful, Merlin, when I joined your training, I was expecting yet another BS system touting success, when in reality, I was just going to be making you more money. Boy, was I wrong. I'm only 2 days in and I've already have my first sale of over $500. If a 60-year-old non-tech dude can have success, then anyone can." And Steve is not alone. Here's Carol. Carol said she started the course on January the 2nd, finished the first 8 videos in a couple hours, sent an email to her contacts. By January the 4th, she had 120 people click on her link, and she made $550 within, what is that, the 2nd to the 4th, in 2 days. 2 days, $550, her very first sale on the internet. And Marty, who's so excited, he woke up to his first $600 commission, and that's after only 3 days. It's never happened before, is exactly what he said. And I want you to have the exact same experience after we're done going through this training, because I'm going to teach you exactly how I get paid, and you will too, to build enormous email lists that bring in over $5,200 in sales and commissions every single day. But again, you can't do it. You won't get the benefit if you don't pay attention. Okay, so please pay attention. And I'm able to do this, and you will as well, by doing nothing except asking simple yes and no questions on the internet. And that's one of the most important things that I'm going to show you, is exactly how to build these email lists using nothing but simple yes and no questions and very, very, very simple 2-page websites. In fact, I'm going to give you one of those websites at the end of this call. Okay, I'll even guarantee you succeed using everything you're about to learn. How can I do that? How can I possibly guarantee that you succeed using what I'm about to teach you? Well, I'll show you that in just a minute. Okay, here's what you're going to learn. This is exactly what you're going to learn right now. You're going to learn the 3 secret steps that I use to generate thousands per day using nothing but basic yes and no questions and simple plain old email. Okay, those 3 secret steps are: Ask, get paid, and grow. That's it. You ask, you get paid, and then you grow. That's how your business is going to work from here on out. Ask, get paid, and grow. 3 simple steps. It's a simple strategy that could bring in $500 or more within 24 hours for you after this training is over, again, with 0 marketing expenses, just like Steve, Carol, and Marty did that I showed you a moment ago. At the end of this training, you're going to get a chance to let me build you the simple 2-page yes/no website responsible for making me over $5,000 a day. Now, I personally spent over $50,000 building, testing, and perfecting this system and software and website, and I'll just build one for you for free, okay? I'm going to give you the one virtually unknown place online where you'll ask those simple yes and no questions that costs 1/10 of the cost of normal sources, traffic sources. And I'm going to give that to you for free as well. Okay? I'm also going to give you access to how you can literally have everything that allows me to bring in $5,203 per day for free. I'll just give all of that to you for free as we go through this training. But I want to make sure you're in the right place. I want to make sure that you're confident, comfortable, and you know you're in the right place. So who is this training for, right? When I created this not so long ago, I created it with a few specific types of people in mind. And let's see if you're one of those people. If you are, then you're absolutely in the right place. If you're an employee who's tired of spending 2/3 of your day working for somebody else and just not getting paid enough, then you're obviously in the right place. If you're a homemaker who wants to earn just real extra income from home with very little risk, you're in the right place. Homemakers, my wife is a homemaker. She is, if you're a homemaker, you are the hardest working person on the planet, literally. But you always have a half hour here, an hour there. There's always some time, and you can leverage that time and turn it into new income streams if you follow exactly what I'm going to show you now. Retirees or people getting close to retirement who want to increase their monthly income. Look, it's no fun to finish working after decades and decades of working and look in your bank account, look in your retirement account, look at your balance and just realize, well, shoot, I can't stop working. I can't. I don't have enough money to manage or to facilitate my lifestyle. I have to keep working. I don't want you to be in that position. I want to give you a different solution for that. New entrepreneurs who are just getting started out, looking for a simple, proven way to start a business with very little risk. I was a new entrepreneur once, years and years and years ago. I had no money whatsoever to start. I'll tell you about that in a second, okay? Nothing to risk, nothing to gain. I want to give you a system and a process that you can use and leverage to generate those income streams to take yourself to that next level. And finally, even experienced online marketers looking for a new way to increase their daily income. I work with a lot of online marketers, internet marketers, every single day and teach them exactly how to do what I'm teaching you right now so they can add new revenue streams to their existing business, okay? Just like I was able to show Mary here, who's in Colorado with me, actually. I forgot to mention that I live in the United States in Colorado, state right in the middle with all the mountains. Mary says, I live in a small farming town with very few job opportunities. Working with Merlin has been the best decision that I've ever made. So far, I've been able to triple my income just following what he told me to do. I'm finally able to travel and enjoy the better things in life. And for me, that's what it's all about. It's not necessarily about making a ton of money, which is fun and nice and makes life easier, but it's really about enjoying the time that we all have, because guess what? That time is limited. And if you're not enjoying it, if you don't have the freedom to enjoy it, what's the point? And I'm here to help you accomplish that. But I have a question to ask you, another question. And I want you to answer this question by putting the number 2 in the chat box. Are you willing to put in the simple work to create new streams of income that don't require you to leave the house, go to work, or learn a bunch of technical skills, and will allow you to work from anywhere in the world, okay? If you can answer that question and say, yes, you are willing to put the work in, because there's always work. I'm not gonna lie to you. There's always work. You have to do the work. If you can agree to this statement, please put the number 2 in the question box. Awesome. Thank you, Robert. Thank you, Astrid. Thank you, David. Thank you. I'm gonna mispronounce some names here. I know I am. AJ, Daryl, thank you guys. I really, really appreciate that. And I want you to remember the commitment that you've made, not to me, but the commitment that you've made to yourself, okay? That you are willing to put in the work once you know how to do it. I also want to go over some legal stuff with you. I'm required by law to say these things to you. This is not get rich quick whatsoever, okay? I cannot and will not guarantee that you'll make $5,203 per day like I do. I cannot guarantee that in any way, shape, or form. That would be illegal and unethical of me, right? So I just won't do it. Most people, quite honestly, most people never take any action on any of the training they receive, which is why most people, honestly, never accomplish anything. But you just committed to me just a moment ago that that's not you. You're going to get the information, you're going to take action on it, and that's how you're going to have the results that you're looking for. Because all I can do is show you exactly how this amazing formula works, show you my results and the results of our students who took action. And to be honest, the rest is up to you. But remember, you already committed that you will be taking action. Now, who is Merlin? Who is me? Who am I? Again, this is a picture of me, not a very good one. My daughter, she was 9 years old. She snuck into my office and took that picture. My name is Merlin Holmes. That is my name. I live in Colorado. I've been an internet owner, business owner for over 15, well, I should update that, over 16 years now, okay? This is what I've been doing for a living for over 16 years. I've generated over $150 million in my career on the internet. That's sales, revenues, commissions. Okay, $150 million has gone through my businesses. I've worked in dozens and dozens of different markets over the years. I've consulted for million and billion dollar companies. This is a consulting contract that I had with a $1.5 billion company. They paid me $25,000 to fly out to their offices and spend 2 days with their executive team, teaching them a little bit about what I'm going to teach you right now. $1.5 billion company. And what I'm teaching you had enough value that they were willing to pay me $25,000 just to learn exactly the same thing you're about to learn. But I want to be really, really clear about something as well. I am not a marketing guru. I do not walk around and go on stage and teach people internet marketing. That is not the kind of business that I have. That's not the kind of lifestyle that I want to have. I've made my fortune personally starting, running, and growing real internet businesses, not internet businesses that teach people how to be internet marketers. Okay, you might even be a customer or have been a customer in the past of one of my businesses, but you would never know it because, like I said, I am not a celebrity business person. I'm not out there saying this is me and you should buy things from me and I'm the best and I'm the greatest. No, I build businesses on the internet and I have been doing it for 16 years to the tune of $150 million. I personally like to stay right there. You're looking at it right now. That's where I am right now in my home office, okay, in my house. 20 feet away from the front door, 50 feet away from the kitchen in case I need a snack, right? My kids' bedrooms are 100 feet away and the dog comes and goes as she pleases. That's the kind of lifestyle I want to have. That's the kind of lifestyle I want you to be able to have as well. Okay? You don't have to be a celebrity. You don't have to be an influencer. You don't have to do any of that stuff to make a meaningful, substantial income on the internet. I'm going to show you how. Okay? Because remember, I'm not a marketing guru. I want to spend my time with these three lovely ladies. Those are my daughters, or a caricature of them. I want to spend my time with them, my wife, and my family. And I want to spend my time building real businesses. This is a business tracker that I had built for one of my companies. It says MOM, total revenue tracked month over month. Okay, if you look on the far right, you can see the end of the month revenue. Okay, $445,000, $422,000, $394,000, $377,000 in a month. That's the level of business that you're able to accomplish once you learn how to do this stuff. Because look, over the last 15, 16 years, I have done a lot of things right. Another company of mine, we had generated gross volumes of $17.7 million. We were able to build a customer base of 418,000 people, which is a phenomenal amount of people. Can you imagine what 418,000 people looks like? And imagine them all being your customers. That is actually, I looked it up recently. That's, as of a recent census, that's approximately the same population as the city of Oakland, California. Can you imagine that? The entire city of Oakland, California being your customers? It's crazy, right? Well, let me show you how to do that. But as with everything, it wasn't always easy, right? Nothing is easy. Nothing starts out easy. Things are usually hard in the beginning. And it was very, very true for me as well. And I think it's important that you understand this because you might be in the exact same position right now. When I was younger, I tried college. I tried it. I said I tried it. It wasn't for me. I don't know. I just couldn't understand why I would sit there for years and years and years being taught more things when I could just start living my life. And maybe I have an authority problem. Who knows what the issue was? But college didn't work for me. Got good grades, but I didn't enjoy the process. So I actually started working at a Dairy Queen, fairly humble beginnings. I was an assistant manager at a Dairy Queen, a fast food restaurant, for 3 years. I made it all the way up to assistant manager. I think I ended up making a big $8 an hour making ice cream cones. $8 an hour is as far as I got before I left. Okay. And I left because I didn't like that job either. I didn't like college. I spent 3 years in fast food, didn't like that either. And at the time, I was completely flat broke, completely broke. A few $100s to my name, maybe. I actually had to move out of the apartment that was able to afford because of working fast food and moved into my buddy's basement. This is a picture of the basement, actually. There's the bed, which is more of a futon, which was not very comfortable to sleep on, but I lived there. He didn't charge me any rent, which was nice because I was flat broke. But I was always looking for something else. I had that entrepreneurial spirit. I knew there was a way for me to be able to accomplish what I wanted to accomplish. And as I was going through the newspaper, remember this is way back in the early 2000s, I was going through an old school newspaper, I stumbled across a network marketing opportunity, or an MLM, multi-level marketing opportunity. Okay, and trust me, this presentation that I'm training that I'm giving you has nothing to do with network marketing. But this was the path that I went through, because I was looking for a way. How could I make some money? How can I get out of my friend's basement? How can I not work fast food anymore? So I put together a few $1,000s, which was a ton of money for me at the time. And I signed up for this network marketing opportunity. Okay. And I went through the training, I went through the system, I went through the program, and I started trying to generate income utilizing this program. The program itself was selling these really expensive seminars and personal development programs. And I thought, hey, this seems okay. They gave me ads that I would run in a newspaper, similar to the ads that I found in the newspaper. And they gave me a script that I would read when somebody called the 800 number in my ad. It seems really easy, right? But I discovered that it was all way, 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 way too complex, for me at least. I know some people succeeded at it, but I sure as heck didn't. Okay, I had to take these calls, and I was nervous, so nervous to take these calls. I had no idea what to say. There was a script I was supposed to read, but I just didn't understand how it was supposed to work. Then I had to get a sponsor, it was what it was called, or an advisor, I forget the name, I think it was an advisor, on a 3-way call with whomever called my 800 number, myself, and this advisor. And the advisor is supposed to try to sell these people stuff. And then I was supposed to ask these people who called my 800 number to FedEx me a check. I couldn't get my head wrapped around it. I was not a salesperson. It didn't matter if I had the scripts to read. It didn't matter at all. I felt like a broke used car salesman, and nothing against people who sell cars. I love cars. I've bought many, many of my life. Okay, but I felt like this kind of creepy guy looks, because I realized that I personally couldn't sell anything to anyone, and I was honestly too nervous to talk to people or convince them to buy anything. I would sit in that basement just literally shaking and sweating, trying to sell these programs over the phone to people. I spent thousands of dollars that I didn't have running those newspaper ads. I was broker than broke. I was now in debt. I was living off of a pack of ramen noodles for dinner. And if I was lucky, I would scrounge up a few dollars here or there to get breakfast the next morning. It was awful. It was a terrible experience for me. And I was pissed. I was frustrated. Okay? I didn't know what I was supposed to do. I was angry. I was angry at the company that I had signed up with, because I felt that they had misled me. I felt that they had told me this was going to be the easiest thing in the world and anybody can do it, when in reality, it was very, very difficult. And I watched more and more and more people fail. But I wanted to be able to protect those other people in some way, shape, or form. I didn't want everybody else that I saw in that company to lose tens of thousands of dollars. I didn't want them to. So what did I do? Well, I sat down one day and I wrote an article about it. I did. I wrote it down on my computer and decided this is something that I need to share with the world. I need to share with the world. I need to protect people. So I put together a website. This was when the internet was still in its infancy. I'd never put a website together before. I used this really old school program called Microsoft Front Page, which is kind of like Microsoft Word for websites. And I cobbled together this website. This is back in 2005. This is a picture of the actual website that I created, teaching people how to avoid these types of opportunities, how to avoid these types of scams, to be honest with you, because I had been taken advantage of, or I felt taken advantage, and I didn't want other people to do the same. But you know what I did? You know what I did, interestingly? I put this email form on that website just because I thought, well, if somebody has questions, I want them to be able to ask them so I can help them and teach them or show them what not to do because I made all these mistakes. So I put that form on there, which accidentally ended up launching my entire career. Because once somebody filled out that form, I decided, well, I think it'd be wise to show these people an actual legitimate opportunity. So I showed them some legitimate opportunities that I had come across that I was actually using and making a few bucks with after the fact, after I'd quit doing the other one. So they would put their name and email address in there. They would see these internet marketing opportunities, these business opportunities. And as people put their email address in there, what ended up happening is that this article that I created kind of went viral way back when in 2005. And I ended up building this email list accidentally built this email list of 43,708 people all over the world that were curious about exactly what I was explaining to them, that wanted to protect themselves as well from getting taken advantage of. 43,000 people. I had no intention of doing that when I started. It just happened. And within 90 days, and I'll explain how, within 90 days, I was making over $20,000 per month from my friend's basement, which was crazy within 90 days. Remember, I was flat broke living in that basement. But all of a sudden, I was making $20,000 a month from the basement. And I started scaling up the business profit, the profits that it made, and I started getting bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. And what I realized rapidly was that selling was not the key to success. But remember, I had tried selling things, placing the ads in the newspaper, talking to people on the phone. I had tried that. I had failed at that. Selling was not the key to success whatsoever. Not at all. Email lists, email lists create absolute fortunes. And when I learned that back in 2005, 2006, everything changed for me. Absolutely everything changed for you, and it'll change for you as well. Because within 5 years, I was able to get married, bought my dream house, and started a family. This is the house that I'm talking about right now. It's up here in the mountains of Colorado. I'm not going to tell you where it is, but it's the most beautiful place in the world, most beautiful views you've ever seen in your life. Okay, and I was able to create this lifestyle for myself and my family. And I'm going to show you exactly how to do that. But before I do, I want you to make one quick promise to me. And that promise is that once you're comfortable and making plenty of money yourself, you'll use some of it to help other people. Because what is the point otherwise? We can't be greedy. We can't keep it all to ourselves. You have to help other people, right? Otherwise, it's just a waste of your energy. It's a waste of everybody's energy if you're not willing to help other people once you've taken care of yourself. And I just show you this screenshot of a letter that I got as an example. This is one of my companies, 5280 Publishing. We made a contribution of $40,000 to one of the local schools here in Colorado. It was actually a school where my daughter was attending. And because of that contribution, they were able to hire an additional teacher. In fact, a librarian that they weren't able to hire before. We were able to pay for the salary for a teacher to help these kids facilitate their education, right? A librarian is one of the more important, well, not the most important, but one of the most important things your child will ever know is how to love books, right? How to have the joy of reading, how to explore knowledge, how to further their mindset through books. I personally feel it's incredibly valuable. So please, you have to make this promise to yourself. You have to make this promise to me that once you do have enough money that you're not stressed out, worried about bills every day, that you use some of it, just some of it, not all of it, to help other people, okay? So keep that in your mind. And again, I'm gonna mention this to you again. If you're not paying attention now, then you should probably leave. Because if you don't want to pay attention, then this isn't the place for you. But if you are, let me tell you exactly. Because after doing this for over 15 years, I've figured a couple things out that I'm going to show you right now. I'm going to show you that getting somebody's email address in the right way is the key to success and profits. And then sending the right email to the right person at the right time is the easiest, fastest way to become a millionaire. You can do this successfully in only a few hours a day. I'm completely truthful there, a few hours a day. You do not have to invest tens of thousands of dollars first to make this all work. In fact, you can make money right from the start, as in today. I've talked about email a lot, right? So, but what is email marketing? A lot of people have opinions of email marketing. I have my own definition of email marketing, okay? Which is what everything you're about to learn is based off of. Building email marketing is simply this: building a targeted list of email subscribers and then offering them products and services that they are likely to purchase. Notice the language there, that they're likely to purchase. Building a targeted list of email subscribers and offering them products and services that they are likely to purchase. But at the same token, now that you know what email marketing is, there's also a train of thought that a lot of people have that I've heard over the last few years, and they say, isn't email marketing dead? Isn't email the oldest thing on earth? Isn't, just like newspapers have gone away because of the internet, isn't email like the oldest thing on the planet? Don't more people, isn't everybody on Instagram and Snapchat and YouTube, and isn't email just a waste? Isn't it all spam? Well, no, it's not. It's very, very, very alive. In fact, according to a recent study from 2020, the active email accounts, that means email accounts that are actually being used, that are opened, emails are read within these accounts, 3 billion worldwide active email accounts. That's 3 billion people logging into their email and checking that email. Email is used 4.14 times more than social media. You wouldn't think that, because all anybody talks about is social media. But in reality, your email app on your computer or your phone is the most used application, period. Period. That's what everybody uses the most. It doesn't seem like it, and that's not what everybody wants to believe, but the statistics prove it's true. People use email more than they use anything else related to the internet. 99% of email users check their email every single day. I know I check it probably, 15, 20 times a day, and you probably do too. And if you do and I do, that means everybody else does as well. There was an estimated $500 million spent on email marketing in 2020. $500 million spent on email marketing by people like me and all the other smart people that realize how effective email marketing is. And that's because email produces $44 for every $1 that you spend sending the email. That means if you spend $1 to send out an email, you can expect a $44 return. Can you believe that? That's the craziest, that's the highest return on investment you'll ever find anywhere, ever, period. Now that you know that, you can go out and do it the hard way, okay? You can do this whole email marketing thing the hard way. You can spend weeks trying to figure out the technology. You can spend tens of thousands of dollars building an email list and then wait for months and months and months to make any money, if you ever do, and you probably won't. You can guess what the best way is to earn with email, and you'll probably fail. Doesn't it make more sense to know the easy yes and no polling method that I've developed over the last 15 years and use every single day? Makes more sense, right? It really does. Let me just tell you what it is right now. It all comes down to 3 big secrets. They're big, but they're also very simple, okay? 3 big secrets to make thousands per day with simple yes and no questions plus emails. I can give it to you in three steps. Secret number 1, easy list building. How to build a huge email list without creating a product, content, or having to do anything except ask yes or no. Secret number 2 is to get paid. How to get paid to build your email list and then get paid for years after. Again, notice the language. You're going to get paid to do things. You're not going to pay to do things, right? There's a difference there. I don't like paying for things. I like to get paid for things. And I want you to do the same thing, okay? Secret number 3 is hidden traffic gold mines. How to bring in 500 to 1,000 or more new email addresses per day without lining Facebook and Google's pockets. Because guess what? Facebook and Google, they already have plenty of money. Plenty. They don't need any more of yours. They don't need any more of mine. I don't think we should deal with them anymore. Okay? Let me show you a different way. But first, let's jump into secret number 1. And I want you to start taking notes. I want you to start writing this stuff down. How to build a huge email list without creating a product, content, or having to do anything except ask yes or no. Write that down, yes or no. Why do you want to have a huge email list? Imagine if you could log into one website, click a single button and send a quick email to 10,000, 50,000, 100,000 people who actually want to read it. Imagine what kind of power that would give you, income generating power, okay? Imagine if those thousands and thousands of people who read your email and actually bought the product that you recommended. Remember my definition of email marketing, right? People that want to buy what you're going to present to them, okay? Again, imagine if you had that type of power, because that's what it is. It's the power to generate income for yourself, literally at the click of a button. Click the button, send the email, make the money. It's very, very simple. Make the money, just like this. These are snapshots, screenshots of exactly what can happen when you build an email list using the system I'm showing you today. Look, here we have hundreds of dollars a day. Not exciting, but that's hundreds of dollars a day in newfound income. Here we have thousands of dollars a day in newfound income by simply clicking send on those emails, okay, from $1,000 to $3,000 a day. Okay, here we have, again, hundreds of dollars a day, a totally different account. These are all different accounts making hundreds of dollars a day. Here we have another one that's making hundreds to up to $1,000 a day every single day. Here's another one way back. It's kind of hidden behind there. I should move it forward. But that's generating tens of thousands of dollars every week. Okay, 29,000, 30,000, 33, 23, 30, $37,000 a week by just clicking that send button. Do you think you can do that? I'll show you exactly how. But the question is, people say, oh, it's just too hard to build an email list. It's too hard to build a profitable email list. I can't do it. I can't do it. Well, you know why people say that? Because 99% of people are plainly doing it wrong. 99% of the people that you've learned from, 99% of the people that are trying to teach you are doing it wrong. They're following the wrong steps. The wrong steps, the first thing that they're doing is they're telling you to choose a market based on your passions. Like, you need to be passionate about this market you go into. You have to, if you have a hobby, let's use an example here. I live in Colorado in the United States, and people are big into snowboarding and skiing out here during the winter. It's one of the number one things people do. I'm personally not a big fan, but a lot of people out here are big into skiing and snowboarding. And maybe somebody would say, what's your passion? You say, oh, I just love skiing. They say, well, okay, you can build an email list. You can build a business all about skiing. You love skiing. You can talk about it all the time. Well, guess what? You might love skiing. A bunch of other people might love skiing. Do you know how hard it is to build an email list based off of just something that is a hobby for you? It's not easy. It's not easy if you don't know the right way to do it. You're going to invest thousands of dollars building a website, talking to people about skiing. You're going to hire a designer. You're going to hire a developer. You're going to go and spend who knows how many thousands of dollars generating traffic, buying traffic from Google and Facebook and all these expensive places to try to build an email list and generate subscribers who want to know more about skiing from you. You're going to have to spend weeks and months becoming an authority on skiing. You're going to have to publish videos, maybe write a book. Who knows what you're going to have to do? Okay. You're going to have to create an entire market for yourself, and then you're going to have to figure out what you're going to sell them. That seems like an awful lot of work, a lot of really expensive, risky work to me. So don't do that. Please don't do that. Okay, I'll show you a better way. Wrong step number 2 that I see people do all the time is giving something away to people in exchange for their email address, something for free. So let's go back to the skiing example. Let's say that you spend, I don't know, 3-4 months and you write a book about the best ski slopes on the planet. Your book is all about, I've gone to every ski resort on earth, and these are the top 3. And I'll give you this book for free if you give me your email address. You've seen these types of websites. Well, guess what happens then? You might be able to get somebody to give you their email address because they want to know about the best 3 resorts on the planet. But then you're going to have to do what? You're going to have to give them more stuff for free, right? You got something, they got something for free from you. The next day they're going to say, hey, that skiing book that I got for free was pretty great. I wonder what he's going to give me for free next. Let's use another example. Let's say there's a Starbucks down the road from your house. You like Starbucks. I know I do. You know, I'm a big coffee drinker. And they're doing a big promotion talking about we have this new blend of coffee and we're giving it away for free. So I drive down to the Starbucks and I get my cup of coffee for free. And this promotion goes on for maybe 2 or 3 weeks. Every day I go and get another free cup of coffee because it's free. Why wouldn't I? And then the day the promotion ends, I go in to get my free cup of coffee and they say, oh, sorry, the promotion's over. You don't get any more free coffee. Do you think that I'm then going to crack open my wallet and say, oh, I'd be happy to pay $6 for that cup of coffee now? No, I'm going to say, well, too bad. I liked the free coffee. I'm just going to go home and get a cup of coffee myself. It's a lot cheaper, right? If you establish a relationship with people based off of free, they continue to expect more of what from you? Free. So don't do that, okay? You don't have to write a book or anything else and give it away to people in exchange for their email address. You see these pages all the time. Get the free ebook, give me your email address. Don't do that. Giving away things for free creates a relationship based off of free. That's what they're going to expect from you is more free stuff. You don't make money giving things away for free. You don't have to reinvent the wheel. You don't have to be the smartest person in the room to accomplish your goals. All you have to do is let people tell you what they want and give them the chance to buy it by asking them yes or no, using simple yes and no polls. Let me show you how it works really quickly, okay? Let me just show you how it works. Here's the right steps. The right steps that I want you to write down. This is step number 1. I want you to find out what people are already buying. How do you do that? How do you find out what people are already buying on the internet? Well, guess what? You can do it for free. In this case, you can do it for free. You can go to a place called clickbank.com. Clickbank.com. It's a website. It's been around since you can see right there. It's available in over 200 countries. Been around for over 20 years. I personally had a relationship with them for the last 16 years since I started my business. Clickbank.com was one of the first places that I went. Okay, and you can utilize clickbank.com in a couple different ways, but the most important way and the way that we're going to use it today is as an affiliate marketplace. Because clickbank.com is an affiliate marketplace. They allow vendors and sellers of digital goods such as ebooks, softwares, courses, and some physical goods like health supplements and things of that nature to sell their products utilizing the ClickBank marketplace. They're a big company, right? They're about a $350 million company. Let's say that you have an ebook. Let's go back to our skiing example. Let's say you have a book about skiing and you want to sell this book, but you don't know how to process credit card payments. You don't know how to do any of that stuff, right? Well, you can go create a free account with clickbank.com and they will sell the book for you. You get that? They will process the credit card payments. They will sell the book for you. They will be the payment facilitator for you. But on the other token, as I circled in front of you, they're an affiliate marketplace. So as of today, they have roughly 20,000 different products for sale on the ClickBank platform, okay? But on the other side, they have over 2 million affiliate marketers who have active accounts on the ClickBank marketplace who then sell all of these products. So my skiing ebook, if I list it on the ClickBank marketplace, people from all over the world or in 200 different countries can come and say, hey, Merlin's skiing book looks really, really interesting. And I know other people that would be interested in this skiing book. So I'm going to refer those people to Merlin's skiing book. Every time one of these people buys that book about skiing, okay, I am going, as the creator of the book, I'm going to receive a payment for that. But the person who referred that customer to me will receive a commission as well, a percentage of the sale. It could be 50, 60, 70, 80, and up to 90% of the sale that I would share in the profits because they were the ones that referred the customer. They've paid out over $4.2 billion to affiliate marketers doing exactly what I just explained. Now, the nicest thing about ClickBank is it's completely free. Completely free. There's absolutely no cost whatsoever to you as an affiliate marketer. So here's what we're going to do. You go to the clickbank.com, you sign up for a free account, again, free, sign up, and then you find an affiliate product that lots of people are already buying. Okay, you find an affiliate product that lots of people are already buying. How do you do that? Well, here we are inside, you're looking at it right now, the ClickBank Marketplace. This is where they list all of the products that are for sale within the ClickBank platform. Okay, like I said, over 20,000 different products. And you can look at it in categories, right? Here we're in the health and fitness category. Do you think the health and fitness category is a large, successful category within any marketplace? I mean, how many commercials do you see on TV or on the internet every day that are selling different health or fitness or weight loss or beauty or dieting or anything? I mean, a large percentage of them have very much to do with the health and fitness marketplace. Same holds true on the internet. This here is the top ranked product, or was at the time of the screenshot, top ranked product within the health and fitness category on the ClickBank Marketplace. And you might be thinking, well, that's great, wonderful, they're the top ranked. What does that actually mean? Are they actually, how do I know if these people are actually making any money? How do I know if people are actually buying this custom keto diet program? Well, I had the same question. So I asked, because I know a bunch of people that work at ClickBank because I've worked with them for a long time. I asked one of the account managers over there. I said, hey, not sure you can tell me this, but roughly how much are the top health guys doing on a monthly basis in sales? How much are they selling every month? Well, what was his answer to me? I asked on a monthly basis, how much are products like the custom keto diet selling every single month? He said between low 7 to low 8 figures in revenue. And I was shocked. I said monthly. 7 to 8 figures. That's between $1 and $10 million every single month that these guys selling these health and fitness products on the ClickBank Marketplace are doing in revenue. $10 million a month. Unbelievable, right? So we have now discovered a highly popular, high-selling, highly attractive product in the health and fitness marketplace, okay? And now what are we gonna do? What's step number 2? We're gonna find out how the product is being sold. Oh, I forgot. How do you do that? How do you find out? Let me click through here. How do you find out how the product is being sold? Well, luckily for us, all you have to do is click on the title of the product. Just click on it. Click, and it'll take you right over to the page that's actually selling the product. You're gonna find out how the product is being sold. Simple. Real simple, okay? That's step number 2, big complex step. And step number 3, you're gonna write down the headline that's already making millions or tens of millions of dollars every single month. Just gonna write down the headline. In this case, it says, would you like to know exactly what to eat to lose fat and get healthy without giving up your favorite foods or starving yourself? That's the headline on this sales page right here that's generating anywhere between $1 and $10 million every single month. Sorry, I had to get a drink of water there. That's step number 3. Write that headline down. Step number 4. Turn the headline into a simple, curious question, if you even need to. The beauty of this headline is it's already a question. You see the question mark at the end? I don't have to do anything. Some headlines you have to turn into a question. How do you do that? Well, you put a how in front of it and a question mark at the end of it. Okay, or you put a what in front of it and question mark at the end of it. You can take any statement and turn it into a question. I know you can. We didn't have to do anything this time though. And we took a headline that was already a question and we have our question. Okay, and you might be thinking, who cares? Great, it's a question, wonderful. Okay, let's go on to step number 5. Step number 5 is you're gonna use my list building yes, no poll template to bring in email addresses like wildfire. This is the secret. What I'm showing you right here is the secret to how it all works. $5,200 a day, okay? $156,000 in a month because of this simple page you're looking at right now. Let me explain how it works. I personally invested over $50,000 in building and testing this template for myself and now for you, okay? And I want to explain how it works because literally this is the secret, because there's a lot of psychology behind using a simple yes and no poll like this. The 2 most important psychological components are called micro commitments and a group mentality. Okay, let me explain that to you. And write that down, micro commitment and group mentality. Because when a person sees a poll and agrees with the question being asked, they've just made a micro or a small commitment and said, yes, you're right. I do want to know about this. That micro commitment and that small yes put the person in a frame of mind to interact positively with what's being said and what's being offered to them. And the group mentality comes in because, hey, they want to see how everybody else has voted, to see if their opinion is the same as everyone else's. Okay? People like to feel like they belong to a group. And when you can provide that, more will interact and give you their email address. And I'll show you how that works in a second. Does that make sense though? The micro commitment, it's very obvious, right? Let me ask you the question out loud. Would you like to know exactly what to eat and get healthy, to lose fat and get healthy without giving up your favorite foods or starving yourself? Obviously. Who wouldn't say yes to that? Okay, there's your micro commitment. The group mentality is just, let's imagine the kind of world we live in right now. Like I was talking about earlier, social media is so incredibly popular. Why do people join social media platforms? Facebook, Twitter, all these different social medias out there. Why? Is it because they want to talk to their friends? Is it because they want to, I don't know, do other things? No, it's because they want to be part of a group. Because they want to be part of a group. And now, because of the internet, we have access to groups of hundreds of millions and billions of people. You can go onto Facebook right now and access the opinions of literally billions of people. And people find great value in that because they want to feel like they belong. Why do you think people join Facebook groups? They want to find groups of people that they belong to, that have the same opinions, right? They want to feel like they're not alone. Humans are social creatures. We don't want to feel alone. So when we can promise people that you can cast your vote and see how many people, how many women in this case in America believe this is possible, and show you if your opinion is the same as over 45,000 other women who have voted on this poll as well, well, guess what? That's very, very attractive, okay? Now, can anybody guess, and I want you to put this in the chat box, can anybody guess out of, if 100 people, 100 women in this case, landed on this page, out of those 100 women, how many of them would click yes? How many of them will click yes? Out of 100, would it be 20? Would it be 50? Would it be, how many do you think? Put it in the chat box. How many do you think? All right, 50 from CB, 85 from Daryl, Robert says 75, AJ says 80, 88, awesome. These are good guesses, people, good guesses, very good. Actually, there's so many coming in that I can't even see them all. These windows, let me just show you, okay? So imagine that. So we have 100 people, in this case women, who landed on this page. Okay, let me show you exactly what happened. In this case, 68.9, we'll just round it up to 70% of the women who were shown this website or this simple yes and no poll clicked yes, and it ended up inputting their email address. And I'll show you how they input their email address as well. Okay, look, we had 103,000 unique people that saw that very poll, that yes and no poll. Okay, that created an email list of 71,128 people with a almost 70% conversion. That means 70% of the people that landed on that page joined the email list. Now, when you're talking to most internet marketers and you're talking to them about conversion rates or how many people opt into their email list, most people are really, really excited when they see a conversion rate of maybe 40 to 50%. That's usually kind of the best you can do, okay? Now, polls, yes and no polls, asking the right questions about the right topics to the right people, convert incredibly high, so much higher than everything else. You're looking at one right now, it's 70%, and I'll show you actually one in just a minute. It was at over 90%. So now you understand how a poll works, or what I'm talking about, yes and no questions. You understand the micro commitments, you understand the group mentality, okay? And you understand that it works on the health and fitness marketplace. But what other marketplaces do you think this would work in? Health and fitness, we just went over that. I don't want to talk about that again. What about that financial space? Do people have opinions? That's the thing about polls. Yes and no questions. Do people have opinions about facts, figures, or anything within a marketplace? What about finances? Do people have opinions about finances? like if you should invest in a 401k or an IRA, if you should be working in the stock market, if you should be playing around with Bitcoin, if you should be using cash, if you should be using credit cards, what kind of credit cards should you be using? How many different questions that have a yes and no answer to them can you ask in the financial marketplace? And how big is the financial marketplace? Oh, I don't know, multiple trillions of dollars, right? Right? So yes and no questions, yes and no polls work in the financial space. What about software? You might be thinking, well, that's a deviation. Software is totally different. Well, no, it's entirely the same. Let's think about it. Have you ever had a conversation with somebody? I personally am an iPhone user. I use the iPhone, right? But I have friends who use, actually my brother-in-law, he loves Samsung Android phones, the Galaxy or whatever. And I've had multiple questions or conversations with him about how I believe an iPhone is better than the Galaxy. He thinks the Galaxy is better than the iPhone. They use different software, right? Apple versus Android, Windows versus Macintosh, whatever it is. There are so many different opinions. Can you ask yes and no questions? Is it a large marketplace? Yes, again, multiple billions of dollars. Let me give you another one. How about education? Education. Do people have opinions about education? Whether I should go to college or not? Whether I should homeschool my kids or not? Whether I should get a master's degree, whether I should, yes or no, yes or no, yes or no. Billions and billions and billions of dollars in that marketplace. Do polls work? Yes, they do. What about parenting and families? Do people have opinions about parenting? Yes, they do. Have you ever sat down at a dinner with another set of a family or a family dinner or other parents that you know and asked them a question about their parenting abilities? You want to see some vocal opinions? Talk about parenting and families. Again, billions and billions and billions of dollars within that marketplace. Can you ask yes and no questions? Of course you can. What about politically driven markets? Well, it's right there in the name, POL. That's where polls come from, is politics, right? Yes or no. Do you want to vote for? Do you believe in this cause? Yes, no, yes, no. Billions of dollars, obviously, and I'll show you one that worked really well for us. What about spirituality? Do people have opinions about spirituality? Well, yes, and they have for the last, I don't know, 5,000 years, right? People have died because of people's opinions about spirituality, and they will continue to, sadly. Are there billions of dollars being made in that marketplace? Yes, there are. Billions and billions of dollars, and polls work perfectly well. What about games? Right? How many times have you seen people argue over which football team is better, which soccer team is better? Well, it depends on where you live in the world, and those could be the same thing, but which hockey team is better, which basketball team is better? Okay, which video game is better? Can you ask questions? Are there billions of dollars being made in that marketplace? Absolutely, because this works in any market where people are buying anything. Period. If there is a yes and no question to be asked, there's a poll to be run. That's just the way it goes. Like here, the political market. We asked this question. This has nothing to do with my political views, my company's political views, your political views. This is just business. We asked this question and ran a poll. Boom. You know what happened? 95% of people interacted with that poll. 95% of people interacted with it by saying either yes or no, and entering their email address. 95%. That's how we were able to build a list in the political market of 55,787 people in under 60 days. Just asking that question. We just asked the question, built the email list. Boom, that was it. That's all we had to do. Okay? And that's where the money is. That's how you make the money, by building that email list. I'll tell you more about that in just a sec. That's how you generate thousands of dollars every single day. This is the account that was linked up to that political poll that we asked. We just let it run. Build the email list, okay? The risk is incredibly low. The upside is incredibly high. It's really, really, really simple. But let me ask you something. What I just went over with you, do you think you can do this? Can you find a product that's selling? Yes, I showed you how. Can you find a headline that's working? Yes, I showed you how. Can you create a question based off of that headline? Of course you can. I showed you how. Can you utilize my template to create a poll? Well, yeah, I'll show you how to do that too. Of course you can do all that. I just showed you how, and that's literally 33% of everything that you'll need to know to bring in thousands of dollars per day using this simple, proven system. But I want to take it on. Like I just said, I just showed you a third of everything, right? Let's talk about the next part though. That's secret number 2, which is how you get paid. How you get paid to build your email list and then get paid for years afterwards. Because remember, I don't like paying for things. I like to get paid to do things, and you should be the same way. In order to do that, you have to do the opposite of what everybody else is doing. Do the opposite of what everybody else is doing. Because like I said before, 99% of people, they're just doing it wrong. Do the opposite, just like the people that I showed this to already. Here's a list of a few of the people that I've showed this to already. I have most of the names blurred out for their privacy. Okay. One company that I taught this to was able to generate $2.4 million doing exactly what I'm showing you. Another one, $1.2 million. Another one, $1 million. Another one, $466,000. Another one, $465,000. Another one, it's actually my sister who I showed this to. She made $170,000. Let me go back there. Look at that, millions of dollars, hundreds of thousands of dollars. My own sister with no experience whatsoever, $170,000 doing exactly what I'm showing you how to do right now because they did the work. But remember, you already committed to that earlier on. They just did the work. They took the notes, they did the work, right? They let me help them. They let me help them, just like you'll let me help you as well. And they didn't follow the wrong steps. These are the things you don't want to do, okay? Remember, we talked about this earlier. I just want to re-emphasize it. You don't have to write a book or some type of content and give it away to people in exchange for their email address. You don't have to do that. You don't have to create a high converting opt-in page with great sales copy. You don't have to be a top-notch copywriter. You don't have to do that. All you're doing, remember, is leveraging the headlines that are already making people millions of dollars every month. You don't have to be creative at all. You don't have to reinvent the wheel. You're just going to use what other people have already proven to work, so you don't have to do that either. Wrong step number 3 is that you have to send dozens and dozens of emails to get your list to trust you before you can sell them anything and make any money. No, you don't have to do that. You don't have to build this great rapport with your email list. You don't have to create this big relationship. You don't have to do that. You don't have to do that. I'll show you how. Okay? You're just going to use the fast track. You're going to fast track everything. Everything that I like to do is fast. I want things to happen fast. You're going to fast track by using the system, the fast track system. You're going to, first step is you're going to create an email, capture an email address using your new yes and no poll page. Okay? How's that work? How are you going to capture an email address using this? Well, guess what happens when somebody clicks yes or no? It doesn't matter if they click yes or no. Their opinion is their opinion. Okay, when they click one of those buttons, we're going to say, enter your email address to see the results. Remember that group mentality I talked about? People want to know the results. They want to know if their opinion matches with everybody else's opinion. People find great value in that. I can't explain why. Some people much smarter than me probably can, but everybody wants to know if people agree with them, okay, to get that validation. I'm the same way. You're the same way. It's just an innate human psychological fact. That's how we work. It's how we're programmed. Step number 2 is you're going to instantly offer your new subscriber the product that they've already expressed interest in. Okay, but remember, look, see my mouse? You're showing them if they're part of the yeses or the nos. Do people agree with them? In this case, over 45,000 people have said yes, and only less than 10,000 said no. So if they're in the yeses, they're like, oh, sweet, people agree with me, okay? But then you're gonna instantly offer your new subscriber the product that they've already expressed interest in, okay? How are you gonna do that? I'll show you. I'll show you real quick, okay? And then step number 3 is you're gonna earn an instant commission at the exact same time that you build your email list. Instant commissions, just like my sister was able to do, just like the same way she was able to generate over $170,000. But how does that whole instant commission things work? Well, guess what? As soon as you acquire a new subscriber, remember, they clicked the yes or the no button and that pop-up showed up, okay? As soon as somebody enters their email address, you're going to present them immediately with the exact product. You're watching it happen right now in front of you, the exact product that they already expressed interest in. Let me start that over just so you can see exactly how it works. So somebody put their name in, they clicked yes or no. They entered their name and email address because of that group mentality aspect. They want to know if people agree with them. This is the page they land on next, okay? The blue loading circle, you see it there? It's a piece of software, custom software that I had created. It's a script, a piece of programming that sends your subscriber over to the sales page of the products you featured in your poll. The person sees the sales page and then decides to buy the product because they already said yes to it, or the majority of them say yes to it, okay? And they go through this process, the sales process for the custom keto diet. In this case, it's already generating up to $10 million every single month. Okay, they go through this sales process, highly effective sales process, and every time somebody purchases the product, guess what happens? You'll see in just a moment. okay? They purchased the product right there on ClickBank, okay? In this case, it costs $37. And guess what? Right down there, that's my affiliate ID. Not yours in this case, but mine. If this was your poll, that would be your affiliate ID, and you would be generating the commission for every person that goes through this process. Because they already said, yes, I want to know this information. They already said, yes, I want to know how many other people want to know this information. And then you provided them with the information, you provided them with the solution that they're already searching for, okay? But that's only the start, right? That's only the start. The biggest key to all of this and earning money as quickly as possible is the new email list that you're building. Remember the email list, okay? Just like this one here. Remember the political email list that we were able to build, 55,787 people in under 60 days. Remember your new email list, because that's where the real money is in those lovely people right there. Because every single person who interacts with your poll will start getting your emails, your automated emails. Very, very simple. This process takes, I don't know, a couple days to create once I show you how to do it. They're going to start interacting with your automated emails. And every single email you send out, like I said, is completely automated, and it acts as your virtual salesperson. You don't have to sell anything. You don't have to know how to sell anything. You don't have to pick up the phone and call anybody. You just let the emails do the work for you. All you did was ask the yes and no question. Everything else is completely automated and works for you. Because remember, I failed miserably as a salesperson. I didn't mention this, but I failed miserably as a salesperson. I tried selling cars when I was younger. It was an awful experience. I never actually got the opportunity to actually sell the cars because, like a fool, I showed up to the first interview and did really, really well with the GM or whatever, the manager. Then I showed up to the second interview and forgot to, at the time I was young. I think I was 20, maybe 21 years old. At the time, I used to wear an earring in my left ear, and I took it out for the first interview, and then I put it back in after that interview, and I forgot to take it out for the second interview. And I get there, and the manager says, "We don't hire people like you that wear earrings." And at the time, I hadn't thought about it at all, and then I realized, oh, well, I guess it's good that I don't work here because I really don't want to work somewhere where you're going to force me to be a different person than I am. Right? So I didn't ever get the chance to try to sell cars. So I can't say I failed at it, but I tried. Tried and failed. I tried real estate. I tried to become a real estate broker, a realtor, and a real estate investor. I tried to do all these things at the same time. But what I came to realize is that it takes a lot of work to sell a house, a lot of work to fix a house, a lot of work to rent out a house, a lot of time. You're going to be working for months and months and months before you see any return on your investment when you're in the real estate marketplace. Yes, sometimes you can make a big profit of, 10, 50, maybe $100,000, maybe more on a single deal, but you're going to work your butt off for months and months and months to get to the point, and years to get to the point when you have that reputation established and your list of buyers and sellers that you can make those kinds of deals. And I talked to you about network marketing. I failed at network marketing as well because I'm not a good salesperson. Okay? Not a good salesperson. You don't need to be a good salesperson. You don't need to know how to sell anything. You just need to have an email list. Because when you have an email list, it's exactly like having, get this, a self-funding bank account. Imagine that, a self-funding bank account. What does that mean? Oh, let me explain. Okay. Industry averages in the internet marketing world, okay, around the world, industry averages tell us that every subscriber or person on your email list is worth on average 50 cents to $1 per month to you, okay? Meaning, if you have 1,000 people on your email list, that's a potential income stream of $1,000 per month if you do it right, which I'll show you how, okay? If you have 5,000 people on your email list, potential income stream of $5,000 every single month. Okay, and the math keeps working. 10,000 people on your email list, that's a potential income stream of $10,000 per month. 25,000, do the math, $25,000 per month. The bigger your email list gets, the more income you can generate from it. And that money keeps coming in and coming in and coming in and coming in like a self-funding bank account. You don't have to keep showing up to work. You don't have to keep clocking in and clocking out. You don't have to do that because your email list will always be growing. So your income will always be growing and your bank account will always be growing. Okay, every time a dollar goes out, $2 come back in, simply because your email list is continuing to grow. And how is it growing? Why is it growing? Well, it's growing because of secret number 3, which is hidden traffic gold mines. How to bring in 500 to 1,000 or more new email addresses per day without, remember this, without lining Facebook and Google's pockets. They have plenty of money, billions and billions of dollars, right? They don't need any more of ours. We don't need to spend our money on Facebook ads like everybody tells you to. Everybody says you should be advertising on Facebook. I disagree. I disagree. And I'll show you how I can do that, how I can disagree, and how I can give you a completely different solution that costs 1/10 of what anything on Facebook or Google would ever cost. Okay, because I want you to imagine something really quickly. I do. I want you to imagine what your income would look like if literally your subscriber count looked like this every month. So just imagine this. Month 1, you just started your business. You've been working at it for a month. You have 1,000 people on your email list. Okay, the next month you log into your email program and you see you've been doing the same things, but now your email list has grown to 10,000 people. Month 3, you log in and you look and you see your email list has now grown to 20,000 people. This is exactly what happens. Month 4, you haven't done anything different, but your email list has now grown to 50,000 people. Month 5, you haven't done anything different, but your email list has now grown to that magical 100,000 person level. And you know what happens when you have 100,000 people on your email list? That's a potential future income stream of $100,000 a month. What would you do if this happened to your email list? Would you buy the new house? Think about it. What would you do? Think about it. Put yourself in those shoes right now. If you're generating an extra 5, 10, 15, 20, $100,000 every single month, what would change in your life? Well, I guess the real question is, what wouldn't what wouldn't change in your life? Would it be the new house? Would you take care of any debts that you have? I know I did. That was the first thing I did. Took care of any debts that I had, any debts that my wife had. We just took care of it right away, got rid of them all. Old hospital bills. I even had some old cell phone bills that I'd never paid from when I was broke and living in that basement. Took care of it all. Student loans gone. Just wrote checks for every single thing. Once you take care of that, what are you gonna do next? Are you a car person? You like SUVs, trucks, Teslas, sports cars? Buy yourself a present, right? I know I did. That's one of my daughters a couple of years ago. I bought myself I really like Mini Coopers. And I bought the fanciest, most expensive version that you could possibly buy, and I just loved it. It was completely impractical, but I completely loved it for cash, right? I didn't make payments on it. I just paid cash for it because it's what I wanted to do, all because of that email list. What else would you do? Would you set your family up for success? If you set up college funds for your kids? I know I did. My kids don't have to worry about college because of the power of email. Those accounts are sitting there waiting for them. Whenever they're ready to go to school, they still have a few more years. But whenever they're ready to go to college, it's all ready for them. They don't have to go get loans like I did or drop out like I did. They don't have to suffer. It's already there, ready for them because of the power of email. What about you? What about your retirement? Would you set that up as well? I mean, I know I did, right? I've got the retirement accounts. I've got the 401ks and the investments and all those things, all because of the power of email. And you should too. But how do you get those emails? Where do you get the people from? How do you build those lists? Well, you know what you need? You need traffic. You need web traffic. You need people to show up to your polls. But people always say that buying traffic is hard and expensive, right? It's hard and expensive. Well, guess what? Those people are wrong. They're wrong because they're doing it wrong. They're doing it wrong because most of the marketing gurus, I say that with quotes because I don't really like that word, gurus or just teachers, have no idea how to actually buy traffic. You know the old saying, those who can't do, teach? That's what most of the marketing people out there that are teaching you how to do stuff are. They've never actually done it. They just read a couple books and now they teach it, but they've never actually done it. And they only make money by teaching it. They've never actually done it. All they know how to do is talk about Facebook, Google, and YouTube in this case. Those are the big 3 right now. You got to go to Facebook and buy traffic. You got to go to Google and buy traffic. You got to go to YouTube and buy traffic, because guess what? Those are like brand names in the internet. Brand names. Everybody knows about Facebook, Google, and YouTube, right? The brand names. It's like talking about BMW and Mercedes. Brand names. Guess what happens with a brand name like BMW or Mercedes or Maserati? Well, brand names cost more. They do. They cost a whole heck of a lot more. Okay? The top tier brands cost more. Just a simple fact. In fact, it's such a fact that I can show you. The big three that we just talked about, Facebook, Yahoo, Google, okay? Last year, 2020, the average cost per click, this is an infographic showing exactly the average cost per click in Google AdWords across all industries is $2.69 on the search network and 63 cents on the display network. And I'm going to talk about the search network. So $2.69 on the search network. Can you imagine paying $2.69 per click? That's per click for one person to go to your website to ask them yes or no. Per click. How are you going to make that money back? You're not. It's too expensive. It's too expensive. And I don't want you to go broke trying to get rich. I've seen it happen many, many times. I've seen it happen over and over and over again. I've almost done it myself accidentally in the past before I knew all this stuff. Okay, I've seen people come up with great ideas and think, I just need to invest my retirement into this great idea, or my kids' college funds, or my mom and dad's money. Have you ever watched I'm sure you have, the show Shark Tank? Here in the US, it's called Shark Tank. I think it's the Dragon's Den in the UK on the BBC, but it's Shark Tank, and people come in, they show off their inventions and businesses, okay? And I'm always shocked when I see people come in with some widget or some kind of interesting invention that looks really cool. And then the hosts of the show ask them, well, how much money have you invested into this already? And how much money are you making from it? And almost every time, the person with their invention says, well, I've invested every penny to my name. And then they ask, oh, wow, well, that means you're really committed. That means it must be working really well. And then they ask them, how much money have you made? And they often say, well, I've invested every dollar to my name, and I've made almost nothing in return. And that's why I'm here asking you for money. They've gone broke trying to get rich. That's exactly what happens when people spend $2. Remember that? $2.69 per click. You go broke trying to get rich, just like those people on Shark Tank. Okay, don't do that, because there is an easier and better way. There's actually dozens of easier and better ways, and I'm just going to show you one of them, okay? There are dozens and dozens of what I call second tier ad networks. Facebook, Google, Yahoo, those are ad networks, or YouTube, ad networks. They sell traffic, okay, ad networks. Those ones are very, very expensive. They're top tier. But there are dozens of what I call second tier ad networks, places you can get massive exposure for sometimes a tenth of the cost of those big three top tier ad networks. I'll show you a really great one right now. It's called Rev Content. Okay, Rev Content is a second tier ad network that I personally use. Again, there's dozens more that I can show you. Let's just look at Rev Content first, and I'll show you how to get access to dozens more later. This is a campaign that my company personally ran on Rev Content, okay? Let's see, clicks. With this individual campaign, we were able to generate 34,000 clicks. That's individuals going to our website. That created 12,412 email subscribers, or people on our email list. That means a potential or a future income stream of what? Well, $12,000 every single month because of the numbers, okay? How much did we spend per click? 28 cents. It's a big difference from $2.69, right? It's about a tenth of the cost. A tenth of the cost to generate those 12,000 subscribers that we would have had to spend over on Facebook or Google or YouTube, okay? We were able to generate a profit of $8,600 on day one from this campaign. $8,600 in immediate profits, plus build an email list of 12,412 people. So an $8,600 profit and an income stream of $12,000 per month, all because those clicks cost a tenth of the cost. If we had been spending $2.69 a click, hey, guess what? I would have lost a whole bunch of money right away with nothing to show for it. I would have gone broke trying to get rich. Just like I said, But here, we're looking at this ad campaign in Rev Content, this ad network. A lot of people don't know about it, and I'll share a lot more about it with you in the future, okay? But the real question is, how do you write the ad? Isn't that really hard? Isn't writing ads super, super hard? Well, no, in this case, it's not. It's easy, okay? Remember how I created the poll just using what I already knew was successful? Well, you do the exact same thing with your ads. There's no guesswork whatsoever, because remember, we have access to these products on clickbank.com that are generating $1, $5, $10 million every single month. There's literally no guesswork or creativity here. You're just going to use what you already know is working and leverage it. You're going to leverage it. You're going to use it again and again and again, just like you used it to ask those questions. You took the headline, right? You took the images. You just took it all, which is fine and completely legitimate to do. This is just one way of writing these ads, creating these ads. You just use what's already working. There's more ways to do it, and I'll show you that as well, but this is the easiest way. You just use what's already working. Don't reinvent the wheel. I've said it over and over again. Just use what's already working. Create the ad based off what's already working. Now, what happens after somebody clicks that ad? Let me take you through the whole process to remind you. After somebody clicks that ad, they go click, right? What do? Well, they go to your poll page. That's step number one. They click yes or no. It really doesn't matter. And then what happens? Well, you ask them for their email address. Why do they want to give you that email address? Well, because they want to know the results. They want to know if they're in the group, if everybody agrees with them. Okay. After they give you their email address and say, show me the results, they land on this page. We remember that blue swirly bit of software, the blue swirly guy? Let me see if I can show you. Yeah, remember that? Okay. Remember that piece of software that I had created that takes them directly over to the thing that they already said yes to? Because in this case, 90% of people said yes. Okay. And then they go here to the exact same page that's talking about the exact same product that they already said yes to. They already expressed their curiosity and they already want to purchase this information. They already want this information. They already want this solution because they already said, yes, this is a problem that I have too. Please give me the solution. You're going to give it to them. And guess what? If they don't buy right away, you just deploy your automated emails to do the selling for you. Automated, right? You deploy your automated emails. Are you getting how easy this is to do? I know I've taken some time to explain it, probably more time than I really need to, but are you understanding how easy this is? Because here's the process, the whole thing in a nutshell. You're going to find the best possible offer. Showed you how to do that on clickbank.com, totally free. You're going to create a compelling poll, right? Easy to do, yes or no. You're going to get paid to build your email list, right? Easy peasy. I showed you how to do that. You're going to make money for years and years and years from your email list because those email subscribers will stay on your list. And you're going to keep making money by sending more emails. Then guess what you're going to do next? You're going to do it again. You're going to find another great offer. You're going to create another compelling poll. You're going to get paid to build your email list, your second email list. Okay? You're going to make money for years from that email list. And then guess what you're going to do? You're going to do it a third time. Same cycle. Now you have 3 email lists. Now you're going to do it a 4th time, 4 email lists. Now you're going to do it a 5th, 6th, 7th. A year from down the road from now, you could be sitting there looking at, oh my goodness, look, now I have 8 email lists, 8 sources of revenue with who knows how many people on each one, right? Make sense? I hope this is making sense to you guys. Actually, let me ask you, does this make sense? Give me the number 1 in the chat box if this makes sense to you. Have I done a good job explaining how this works? Awesome. Thank you, Daryl. Thank you, Astrid. I appreciate you guys. Great. Thank you, Carlos. Thank you, Robert. Wonderful. We got literally dozens of ones and yeses coming through it. David, Mingo, fantastic. All right, let's keep going. Now that I know that I'm not that I can show you how to do this, let me just give you a quick recap because we've gone over a lot here, okay? Here's what we covered so far. I showed you how to create a simple side business that anybody can do from anywhere in the world. It only takes a couple hours a week to run, can create thousands in profit, even 6 figures or more per year using the power of simple yes and no polls that literally just suck email addresses in. Okay, you learned how to find the right offers, create the polls, make the money. You discovered that it's easy to build huge email lists and actually get paid to do so, and there's zero risk to you whatsoever. I revealed how you use these polls and emails to get paid for years and years to come using simple automation. And then I showed you just one of the many second-tier traffic sources that I personally use to bring in email address and commissions at a tenth of the cost of the ad networks like Facebook and YouTube that most people use. And most importantly, you saw exactly how I've personally used this exact system to literally make millions and millions of dollars, and how people with no prior experience that I've taught this to, like Steve, Carol, Marty, Mary, have made life-changing income following the same exact steps. Okay? That's what we've gone over in a nutshell. Pretty cool, right? But my question to you is, and you really already answered this by putting so many ones in the chat box here just a moment ago, I can see that most of you, almost all of you, think that yes, you can do this. And I remember earlier on when we first started, not only can you do this, but you're willing to do the work to do this. There's two distinctions there, right? You said, yes, I'll do the work once you show me, and now you know that you can do it, okay? Which is awesome. You're already halfway there. Because the real question is, what could you do with this? How will you change your life when you start using what you just learned, the notes that you just took, everything that you've just learned? Because I make over $5,200 per day utilizing this, or more. Some days, many days, actually, much, much more. Some days less, but on average, we'll just average it out. That was just a month's time, $5,200 per day, okay? But what if, since you're just learning this for the first time now, what if this only worked 50% as well for you as it does for me? 50%, only half as well. Well, guess what? That would still be $2,600 per day for you once you get everything set up. $2,600 per day. Would a $2,600 per day income stream change your life in some meaningful way? Yes, it would. I don't care who you are or how much money you're making right now. If you're making an extra $2,600 a day, that's going to make a big impact on your life, period. But what if this only worked 25% as well for you as it does for me? Well, guess what? That's $1,300 per day. I'm going to get my calculator out because I'm curious. $1,300 per day times 365 days in a year, that's an income of $474,000. Will an additional $474,000 change your life in some meaningful way? Yes. I don't care who you are or how much money you're making. Again, you make an extra $500,000 a month or a year, that will change your life. It will. Okay, you can do anything you want. But what if this only worked 10% as good for you as it does for me? Only 10%. Well, guess what? That's $520 a day. Let's do the math. 520 times 365. That's $189, $189 and $800 yearly. 189. Let's just call it $190,000 income stream. Would that change your life in some way? Oh, yes, it would. That's what a lawyer, what a doctor makes, extra $190,000 changes your life. What if this only worked 2%? Let's take it all the way down. Let's say that we can just throw away 98%. What if it's only worked 2%? Let's just hedge our bets. Only 2% is good for you as it does for me. That's $104 a day. Doesn't seem like very much, right? $104, 104 times 365 equals, that's $37,960 a year. We'll round it up to $38,000 a year. Would an extra income stream of $38,000 a year from home in your spare time make an impact on your life? Yes, it would. Again, yes, it would, and that's only at 2%. 2% is effective. I mean, 98%, that means I do things 98% better than you, which is fine. You're still making an extra income of $38,000 a year, which is a lot to think about, right? A lot to think about. In fact, all of this is a lot to think about. So let me ask you a question. Do you feel like this is too much for you? Do you feel like this girl looks like you've just been smashed in the face with a water hose full of information? Because I know I've given you a lot. I've gone over a lot, given you a lot of tools, a lot of tricks, a lot of techniques. But sometimes it's just too much for people, which I totally understand because it was for me, and that's why it took me years to figure this stuff out. So to have somebody just throw it all at me at once, it's a little overwhelming, okay? Totally overwhelming, which is fine. So I wanna just present something else to you, because as with everything in life, you have choices to make. And as of right now, you have two choices. Let me tell you what your choices are. There's always different options. You can enter or you can exit, you can say yes or you can say no. You can do it on your own, right? You can do this on your own. I've given you everything. You took the notes, I hope. You took the notes, you can do it on your own. You can have all the success that you want. Hey, it might be a little harder because you're doing it on your own. It might be frustrating. It might take longer, but you can do that. I've given it to you, given you that option. All you got to do is go do it now, right? Or you can let me do it for you. Remember, I've been doing this for 16, almost 16 years, or over, who knows, 15 to 16 years, something like that. I don't really keep track of time. You can let me do it for you. Somebody who's been doing this for as long as I have and has a team of people that I've trained to do this as well, okay? You can let me do it for you. Once again, you always have options. You can enter or you can exit. You can say yes or you can say no. You can do it on your own or you can let me do it for you. And if you want me to do it for you, it's with great pleasure that I introduce you to the Fast Tracks. I want to give you a proven system to build massive email lists and make at least $1,000 per day using nothing but simple online yes and no polls. Just what I've shown you how to do right now. Over the course of the last 90 minutes, I want to do it for you. Is it okay with you? Do I have your permission to share the details with you now? Because here's how it works, okay? You'll discover how to find the right offers that pay the best commissions. Some will even pay over $500 per sale to you. Over $500 per sale. It's not very hard to make $1,000 a day when you're making $500 per sale. That's only 2 sales a day. Okay, you'll learn how to create your first compelling poll using my templates and the software that I created for you in under 15 minutes. Under 15 minutes to create a poll. You don't have to go figure out how to do it. Just use the templates, use the software, boom, it's done. It takes 15 minutes. Literally, you just plug and play and click go, and there it is, it's done. Okay, I'll show you exactly how to bring in thousands and thousands of hot emails to your lists every single day. I'll wrap up the proven ads with a bow and reveal the secret places to run them on the cheap. Remember, everything that I want to do on the cheap. I don't want you spending a bunch of money. I don't want you to get going broke trying to get rich. I'll give you the exact emails to send to your new email list to make it rain down profits whenever you click send. Plain and simple, okay? You'll know how to automate the entire commission generating process to pay you for years and years and years and years to come. I'm going to break it down. Everything is created and delivered to you in modules. I like doing modules. I'm not going to force you to say, okay, on week 1, you can do this, week 2, you do this, week 3, you do this, week 4, you do this. No, it's all given to you at once. Module number 1 is your 5-day marketing master's degree and learn how to earn those quick $500 commissions right away. Module 2 is finding the right products and getting everything in place so you can generate those commissions. Module number 3 is rapid development and deployment of your first poll. Remember, like I said, plug, play, use the software, 15 minutes, go. Module 4, creating your automated selling systems. Those are the emails that are going to go out to your email list and generate income for you on demand. Module 5, crafting your first money-making ads on my secret ad platforms and setting up your simple ad campaigns. Remember, simple. Module 6, which is fun, is planning out your future income streams, monetizing your email lists, and secret offer sources. Because you'd be surprised just how much income you can generate from an email list. And it's not just by selling them products. It's not just by being an affiliate. There's all kinds of wild and crazy things that I've discovered how to do and how to leverage email lists to monetize those email lists in ways that you would never even think were possible, okay? Everything is delivered to you in full, high definition training, showing you each and every single step. It's either going to be me in front of my whiteboard, which I love, showing you how things work and why things work, or on my computer, literally walking you through click by click, step by step, showing you how to do everything, okay? Everything is broken out into over literally 40 hours of training. It doesn't take you 40 hours to go through it. You don't have to go through all 40 hours, but I've created trainings around absolutely everything so that you don't have any questions, so that everything is covered for you, okay? You're not left wondering, well, what do I do next? No, there's an encyclopedia of training to show you everything that you could ever possibly need to know. Let me just talk about what is the stone cold value of the Fast Tracks, okay? Look, I do consulting for companies, right? I showed you one earlier for that $1.5 billion companies. I do consulting for companies as well on the side. It's kind of a side business for me. I charge, I just highlighted it there, a rate of $10,000 per month. To spend 90 minutes a week with me is going to cost you $10,000 every single month. That means that my hourly rate, if I do the math, is roughly $1,600 an hour just to get on a Zoom call with me and go over whatever you need to go over, $1,600 an hour, okay? Just like I said, 10,000 divided by 6 hours is $1,666 per hour. Okay, that's my hourly consulting fee. Now, like I just said, there's 40 hours, over 40 hours of training within the fast tracks waiting for you right now, not including the software, not including the support, not including the everything else that we have in there for you. That means that the entire just the training is worth over $66,000. If you were to pay me for 40 hours of my time, you would have to pay me $66,000. It's just what it costs. Okay? You want me? I can send you an invoice right now if you like. Okay? $66,000 and 4 years is about what you'd spend to get a bachelor's degree here in the United States. And you're not even guaranteed to make a penny with your degree after you spent all that money all that time. Okay? Even if I just cut my hourly rate by 75%, the program is worth $16,500 just by itself without including the software, the support, and everything else that you're going to get. Okay? Now, if I handed you my website that I showed you earlier, or just one of the websites that I showed you earlier, would you pay me $16,500? If I said, hey, you can have this website, I'll give it to you right now for $16,500 because it cost me $50,000 to build, develop, and perfect. Would you give me $16,000 for it? Well, guess what? It makes me over $1,000 a day in my company, right? That's over $7,000 every single week, $28,000 per month, or $30,000, $28,000 in February, $365,000 every single year. Wouldn't you trade $16,500, $365,000? Sorry about that, but $365,000 yearly income stream. Wouldn't you pay me $16,000 for that right now? If I gave you that option, would you do that? I think you would. I do. I really do. Because what would one successful website like that be worth to you every single month? What would it earn you every single month? Just one successful site using the fast tracks. Would you be making $5,000 a month, $10,000 a month, $20,000 a month, $30,000 a month? How much would you pay to create a life-changing income stream for yourself? Think about it. How much would you pay to create a life-changing income stream for yourself? Think about it while I take a drink of water. Okay. Have you thought about it? I thought about it, and I knew that I had two options, right? Option number one was I knew that I could price the fast tracks as cheap as possible and sell as many as possible, as quickly as possible, which I've done in other businesses before. I showed you this earlier. That business that I created and sold actually last year had 418,000 customers, but we sold really inexpensive products, okay? Books, gadgets, gizmos, and widgets, okay? In a totally different marketplace. I discovered by running that business for several years that it is very difficult to help 418,000 people at the same time. It's pretty much impossible. If any singular person needs a specific type of help, guess what? It's not just one person. There's going to be tens of thousands of people that need help. So it becomes very, very stressful dealing with a business that has that many customers. It just does, because I don't like building big businesses with lots of people and employees. I like to keep things small and lean. Like my team of employees usually hovers around 8 or 10 people. That's just what I'm comfortable dealing with. I don't like having an office. I want to sit here in my home office, right? All of my employees work from their home offices around the country. I don't enjoy having these big businesses with lots and lots of customers, okay? That's why I looked at option number two, which is to price the fast tracks for closer to what it's really worth, so I personally can focus on helping each and every person like you succeed, right? Makes more sense to me. You can probably see why people pay me $1,600 per hour to sit down and teach them a little bit about what I know, right? That's after what we've gone through over the last little bit here together, you can obviously tell why people pay that amount of money to go through this type of interaction with me and learn what I've discovered over the last 16 years, okay? And you get over 40 hours with me in the fast tracks. So clearly you can see how the fast tracks would be a great deal at $16,500. We just went over that exercise. You can see exactly why that would be an incredible deal. I just showed you how that alone would be a 75% discount, literally, off of what I would charge to spend that amount of time with you personally, like I will. Okay, but I'm obviously not going to charge you $16,500. But even at even at $9,995, you'd be making an incredible investment in yourself and your income generation abilities. Okay? Even at almost $10,000, it'd be a smoking deal because of the amount of income you're capable of creating and generating and what you're going to discover and the abilities that you'll have. But I'm not going to charge $9,995. Okay? That seems like it prices it too far out of reality for too many people. Okay? It just does. It just does. Maybe that's me, but it just does because I used to be broke and I know that it just does. But I'm not even going to charge you half of that or $49.95. I think that's just out of the realm of reality for too many people. So I'm really happy, honestly, to be able to allow you right now to join me in the fast tracks for just $1,497. But I'd like to do something even more special for you today because you're with me here live and you've been so generous with your time and so interactive. I'd like to give you an immediate $500 fast action discount. That means for just a singular payment of $997 right now, you can join me in the fast tracks. $997 only. That's a $500 discount. And all you have to do is go to the link that you see on your screen right now and sign up. It takes literally 5 minutes to get started. I've talked about clickbank.com several times over the course of this training. I use clickbank.com for their payment processing abilities because they're so incredibly secure. Okay, I just like using them. So you can use clickbank.com's incredibly secure payment processing abilities, as well as a special deal that I was able to work out with PayPal. Now, let me show you how it works. Okay, here's what you see when you go to the URL, the website in front of you. And I'm actually going to drop it into the chat box as well. There we go. Awesome. We're going to drop it in the chat box and you can just click on it right there. Okay. Now, when you go there, let me show you exactly what you're going to see. You're going to go to this page right here. Real simple. Nothing fancy. Nothing fancy. You're just going to plug in your information. You're going to choose whether you want to use a credit card or you want to use PayPal or a debit card or credit card or PayPal. If you choose PayPal, you'll be taken over to PayPal's website and you can utilize what's called a PayPal credit. Now, just a note, this is only available to people in the United States. I have no control over that. I don't own PayPal. Can't tell them what to do. They only make this available to people in the United States. You have to go through about a 3 or 4 minute process to see if you qualify. But if you do, feel free to utilize that PayPal credit option, which enables you to finance the purchase with PayPal, meaning you don't have to pay anything today. You pay it off over the next 6 months, right? And by that time, you'll have easily generated more than $997 in revenue. So it'll basically be completely free for you. Not basically, it will be completely free for you, okay? All you're going to do is plug in your information, choose credit card, choose PayPal, whatever you want to do. You're going to click on pay, and that's it. You'll be a member, and you'll head over to the next page where you will see me right there, thanking you and welcoming you and giving you instructions on how to join up and how to get everything up and running. It's so incredibly simple, and it'll take 5 minutes. And all you have to do is go to the URL on the screen right now. It's in the chat box as well, okay? And go through that process. Now, of course, there's a guarantee. There's always a guarantee, and I certainly wouldn't do anything without giving you a guarantee. So for the next 30 days, you can try everything out. If you don't like anything, you just let me know. You let my support team know, okay? 30-day, 100%, no questions asked, money back guarantee. But you know what? That's not enough. I don't think that's enough for you. I really don't. I don't think it's enough. I want to make this as easy of a decision for you. I want to give you everything that you possibly need to succeed, which is why I give you this first bonus. I want to give you download access to all of my $50,000 poll page templates. The exact simple 2-page websites you'll use to generate your income generating system, okay, to create your income generating system. Okay, this simple copy and paste installation, no programming, no coding needed. You'll use our templates, you'll use our software. All you have to do is swap in text. That's all you gotta do. If you can type an email, you have the skills to create these simple polls. I'll show you how to do it. Okay, you'll use the software, use the training, it's all right there for you. The exact same polls that allowed me to generate email list of 55,000 people in, what did I say? 30 days? 10 days? I don't remember, it was incredibly fast. Not only that, but here's another email list that I was able to generate utilizing these yes and no polls, 400,000 people. Imagine what it's like sending an email out to 400,000 people at the same time. Well, let me tell you, because I've done it many, many times, it is pretty sweet. You can have a real big impact on people, on the world, on the country, wherever you happen to live, wherever these people are, if you can communicate with 400,000 people at the click of a button. You want to talk about income generation? 400,000 people at once, you can generate a whole heck of a lot of income for yourself, for your family, for your business, for your future. Okay? All you have to do is go to the URL right in front of you and sign up. Save $500. Use that PayPal option if you want to, if you're in the US, if you qualify, if that works out for you. If not, use a credit card, use a debit card, use whatever you want to, but just go to that website right now and sign up. These polls convert, like I showed you, at 60 to 90%, better than anything else you'll ever come across. I want you to imagine just how well you'll sleep at night, knowing how simple it is to create new income generation systems for yourself whenever you want using these simple copy and paste templates. Because that's what you're doing, right? Every single time that you use one of these templates, you are creating a brand new income stream for yourself. Simply, that's exactly what you're doing, okay? Every time you want to make more money, you just do it, okay? Let me go over what you're going to get just so we can keep track here. You're going to get the Fast Tracks course, a $9,995 value, okay? You're going to get the free bonus we just went over, which is a proven landing page templates, $2,497 value, but guess what? It's completely free to you, okay? You're going to get the templates, you're going to get the software, you're going to get everything that you need to utilize. That's the total value so far of $12,492, okay? And as you join in by going to the URL in front of you, just let me know in the chat box. Just give me a I'm in, or I'm ready to go, or here we go, let's roll. And because I'd love to be able to welcome you in right now. Actually, I see a couple people have already gotten started with this, which is fantastic. Now, if all this did was just allow you to make 1/10 of what I do per day, would it be worth it? If it just allowed you to make 1/10 of what I do per day, would it be worth it to you? If it just allowed you to improve your income in any way, would it be worth it to you? It's a yes or no question. You know the answer, it's already yes, right? Now, if all this did was allow you to work from home and create a second stream of income, would it be worth it? I don't care how big or how small that second stream of income is. Would it be worth it to you? Well, the answer is obviously yes. And all you have to do is go to the website you're looking at right now. It's in blue at the bottom of the screen. Just go to that website right now, take 5 minutes, go through the process, okay? But that's not enough, because you're probably wondering if you're going to have to invest in a bunch of expensive tools and software to make this work for you. I bet that it might be what you're thinking. The answer is no. You don't. You'll only need 2 incredibly simple and inexpensive tools to make the Fast Tracks work perfectly for you. Only 2, not 5, not 6, not 10. You're not going to have to spend $1,000, $10,000 to get all these tools and things in place for you. No, you need 2 tools that'll cost you roughly $200, period. That's the only thing you need. In fact, I'll give you the ability to completely alleviate some of those expenses entirely. You'll see the process though. But I also want to give you another bonus. Remember that blue swirly guy, the blue swirly thingy? Let's see if I can show you again. Yep, there it is. That's that piece of software that I had built that allows you to generate those instant commissions. Okay, well, that's called the Thank You Page Cash Generator software. I had my programmer who works for me, his name is Matt, he developed that software, spent a lot of money developing it. Okay, I want to give it to you for free. Completely free. I don't want you to have to hire a developer. I don't want you to have to hire a programmer. I don't want you to have to go through all of that process and figure out how things work. I want to give it to you for free, because you'll never have to struggle with complex and technical mumbo jumbo or hire a program when you simply use the cash generation software that I'll give you and just plug it into your business. This is a picture of the software. It's so easy to use because of the way that we built it. Literally, everything is done for you. Just put a couple of values in there and click go, and the software creates that piece of code for you, and all you have to do is copy and paste. That's it, okay? But what are you going to get? Let's keep track. The Fast Tracks course, $9,995 value. Bonus number 1 is completely free for you. It's a proven landing page templates. Okay, $2,497 value. Free bonus number 2, thank you page cash generator software I just showed you, a $1,997 value. That's a total value of $14,489. And all you have to do is go to the fast tracks. You see the URL right in front of you, actually. Just go there right now, sign up, and save $500. Only $997 one time. No recurring, nothing like that. You know, you invest that money in yourself right now and your income generation abilities. It's the only thing you have to spend. That's it. Go to the URL right now. It's in the chat box as well. Okay, and join me. It takes 5 minutes, and you'll have access to absolutely everything that I'm showing you now. But you'll also get access to free bonus number 2, which is the proven money-making email sequences that I talked about earlier. Because most people think that writing emails that generate sales on demand is hard. Most people do. They think it's really, really hard. Well, guess what? In this case, most people are right. I've been telling you how wrong people are, but in this case, they are right. You know why they're right? Because creating emails that generate cash on demand, this is what you start out with. You start with a blank screen, a blank piece of paper, nothing else there. And you have to know what to do to get people to buy based off of the email that you send them. You have to know things like power words, message continuity, indoctrination, calls to action, subscriber retention, branding, future pacing, subject lines, personalization, hard selling, behavioral selling, soft selling. These are all things that I've learned over the last 15, 16 years. You don't have to learn them because guess what? You never have to write a single email. Okay, you can allow yourself to never worry about writing a single email. You'll just use my $1 million templates to add thousands and thousands and thousands to your bank account every single time that you press send utilizing these templates that I'm going to give you. So what are you going to get? Well, you're going to get the Fast Tracks course. As soon as you go to the website down there, the URL right there, take the 5 minutes. Maybe it'll only take you 3 minutes. Take this 3 minutes and get signed up. You're going to get the Fast Tracks course, a $9,995 value. You're going to get free bonus number 1, which is approved landing page templates at $2,497 value. You're going to get free bonus number 2, which is the thank you page cash generator software, $1,997 value. Free bonus number 3, full email templates and training, a $797 value. Okay, that's a total value of $15,286. And all you have to do is go to the URL that you see right in front of you, save $500 and sign up right now. Mingo, thank you so much for joining us. I just saw your order come through. I really, really appreciate that, and I look forward to working with you. Victor, same goes to you. As you guys are joining, please just pop it in the question box and just let me know. I'm in. I'm ready to go, and I'll be right here to welcome you. Okay, but you're probably wondering how much am I going to have to spend on traffic to start making money? Well, that's the secret here. That's the key. Okay, how much are you going to have to spend? Well, guess what? You start really small and then invest in more traffic as you start making more and more and more and more. For me, it's all about getting paid, not paying, right? I want to get paid. I don't want to spend a bunch of money up front to make money. That doesn't make any sense. I want to spend a little bit of money and then make more money, and then spend a little bit of money and make more, and then spend a little bit more and make more, and then spend more and make more and more and more and more and more. It's all about risk mitigation. It's all about taking appropriate, easy, small risks. It's not about saying, I'm going to go and spend $100,000 on this thing to try to make $200,000. No, that doesn't make any sense. And I've seen people do that, and they honestly, they lose their butts, right? They fail. They lose all their money. It's about spending $10, $50, $100, and making $20, $100, $500, and then spending $500 and making $1,000, spending $1,000 and making $2,000, right? Spending $2,000 and making $10,000. It's all about balance. It's all about risk in the right ways, okay? But I also want to give you another free bonus, number 4, to make sure you know exactly how to do that. And that's the Fast Tracks Traffic Mastery Workshop. Okay, it's a $1,997 value, but you get it completely for free. There's an entire training that myself and one of my team members created on exactly how to master traffic sources so that you can take the right actions at the right time to have the right results for yourself. Again, it's not hard stuff. It really isn't. It's just that you have to look at things in the right way. But you have to have the experience to do that, which is what I do. I do have that experience because I personally invested over $50 million in buying traffic over the last 15 plus years. You get to benefit from every single penny that I've personally spent. Now, do you think I spent $50 million if I didn't make more than $50 million? Well, no, I would then probably be the most indebted person in the world and not have two pennies to rub together or this big, beautiful house and my lovely children and wife who are happy and have everything they need. No, after spending $50 million, I was able to make more than $50 million because I know what I'm doing, okay? And I want to take that risk off of your shoulders and teach you how to do it the right way, okay? What are you going to get? Fast Tracks course, $9,995 value. Free bonus number 1 is the proven landing page templates and the software, $24.97 value. Bonus number 2 is the thank you page cash generator software, $1,997 value for free. Free bonus number 3, full email templates of training, $797 value. Bonus 4, we just talked about the traffic mastery workshop, $1,997 value, completely free to you though. That's a total value of $17,283, and all you have to do is go to the URL in front of you and save $500. That's a pretty sweet deal. You just have to go there and save $500. You don't have to spend years learning this stuff, okay? You get to save money right now by going to that URL. You could join me, join my team. Like I said, I have a team of 8 people that are helping you anytime, any day, any hour. Just send us an email. We're there for you. I'll give you the email here in just a second. Okay. How much time will this take though? A lot of people ask that. How much time will this take? Well, guess what? I've engineered every aspect of the fast tracks to shortcut your success. That's the whole point. I spent years and years and years figuring this stuff out, perfecting it. It doesn't need to take you that long. You can do it much, much faster. And that's exactly how it's been built. Okay. You don't have to spend any time figuring anything out because I've already done that for you. And I just give it to you. Say, here's the steps, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Follow the steps. Okay. But here, if you can't commit a couple hours a week to succeed, then how will you ever change your situation? Simple question. But you already made this commitment to yourself and to me much earlier on. So I'm not too overly concerned about it. Just remember that everything takes time. Success takes time. I want to make it fast as possible for you, as fast as I possibly can. But you have to be willing to put in the time to actually master the skills. And I know you'll be able to do that because you're committed to it, okay? I'm also gonna give you proven ads that you can just copy and paste because I don't want you guessing, okay? Not these specific ads, these are just examples of other people's ads, but you're gonna never have to guess what's going to work when you just simply use what I give you. And it changes, so I'll give you new stuff, right? It changes, okay? But I'm also gonna give you a free bonus, number 5, but this is only for the first 20 people today, just 20, first 20 right now, okay? You get an hour with me almost every Friday to go over anything that you want. An hour. Remember, I charge what, $1,666 an hour for an hour of my time. Okay. Oh, Bernie, thank you so much for joining us. I really appreciate that. I can't wait to work with you as well. I just happened to see that come through. Thank you. Let's see here. You get an hour with me almost every Friday. We do this almost every Friday, as long as, sometimes my kids have like activities and whatnot, or a vacation, or maybe you're on vacation, who knows? But almost every Friday we get together and we work together, okay? We get together on a webinar and I answer any questions that you might have live with you there. Go over those questions. All the calls are recorded. I give you the recordings so you can look back at them every single time you have the same questions, okay? We might even find more ways that we can work together on these calls. But again, it's only for the first 20 people today, okay? That's $1,000 value. Well, it's actually a $1,600 value because that's what an hour of my time is worth, okay? But for the first 20 people that click on the link that you see in the chat box, spend the 5 minutes, save $500, and join me right now, you get to hang out with me almost every single Friday at 11 a.m. Mountain Standard Time. The first one happens tomorrow, and I can't wait to talk to whomever is there with me, okay? You're not required to be there, but it's encouraged if you want to be there and ask those questions, okay? What are you gonna get? You can get the Fast Tracks course, a $9,995 value, okay? You're going to get the proven landing page templates for free and the software, $2,497 value, yours. You're going to get free bonus number 2, thank you page cash generator software, a $1,997 value. You're going to get free bonus number 3, which is full email templates and training, is $797 value, yours for free. The traffic mastery workshop, a $1,997 value for free. You're going to get weekly coaching for the first 20 people. Okay, it's $1,000 value, but you don't have to pay that if you were in that first 20. Okay, all you got to do is go to the URL in front of you. Okay, it's right there, and you'll have a total value of $18,283. You don't have to pay even close to that. You get to save $500 and make a simple one-time investment of $997 in your future income generation abilities. Period. That's all you got to do. But I want to give you one more thing. I want to give you an exclusive commission rate. Okay, as an additional bonus. So, normal people in the world, not you who are here with me now, but normal people. You're not normal, you're special because you spent this time with me today, okay? Normal people, every time you generate one sale, you make $498. Normal people, every time you generate 2 sales, you make $997. If you're normal and you make 4 sales, you make $1,994. That's pretty good, only 4 sales to make almost $2,000 seems great, right? Well, no. As a fast tracker, once you go to the link in front of you and join me in the fast tracks, you become, well, obviously a fast tracker. That means every time you make 1 sale, you make $598. 2 sales, $1,200. 4 sales, $2,400. You know what $2,400 can cover? I mean, that's a mortgage and a car payment all in together for only 4 sales, because you are no longer a normal person. You get to generate more income than everybody else simply by going to the link in front of you, taking 5 minutes, saving $500, and joining me and my team and every other. We have thousands of people that are going through or gone through the course. Okay, people like Steve, people like Mary, people like Carol. Excuse me. This is a $1,500 value, just this exclusive commission rate, but I want to give it to you for free. And I also want to give you dedicated partner support. Okay, because you're not becoming a student of mine. Well, you are becoming a student, but you're also becoming a partner. And I want to see you succeed. I do. There's nothing that gives me more gratitude or value or really makes me feel better, honestly, in kind of a selfish way, I have to admit, than seeing people that I show this information and training to and give the ability to learn how to do this stuff for themselves. And when you see success, it's a success for me too. It really is. And I know that might seem kind of selfish, like I'm just here to make myself feel good, but that's not the case. I want to have partners that succeed, not just students that learn, but partners that succeed. And that's what I'm here for. And that's exactly why you're going to go to the link. That's exactly why you're going to save that $500. And that's exactly why you're going to spend 5 minutes and get started with me and my team in the fast tracks right now. What are you going to get? Let's keep track. Fast Tracks course is a $9,995 value. Free bonus number 1 is approved landing page templates. Man, that's a tongue twister. $2,497 value. Free bonus number 2, thank you page cash generator software, $1,997 value. All these bonuses, of course, are free for you. Bonus number 3 is the full email templates and training, $797 value. Bonus 4, the traffic mastery workshop, $1,997 value. Free bonus number 5, weekly coaching for the first 20 people only. That's $1,000 value. Bonus number 6 we just went over is a commission bump to partner support. It's a $1,500 value, but it's yours completely free. That's a total value of $19,783. Okay, imagine that. It's almost $20,000 that you get in value by just going to the link and saving $500 and making a very small singular investment of $997 to join me, my team, and all of our students and partners in the fast tracks. But I want to give you one more. Bonus number 7. I don't think 6 is enough, right? 7, it's got to be 7, right? 6 is not enough. Got to go for 7. I'm going to give you an additional login to the fast tracks for you to share with your spouse, partner, business partner, whoever you want to share it with. You know how Netflix and Amazon and all these other places, they really don't like you sharing your passwords? Well, we're the same way. We have security, we have, encryption, all this stuff built into our software and our program. So we don't want you to share your passwords. But once you go to the URL in front of you and join me in the fast tracks, I'm going to give you another second login. You're just going to let me know where to send it. It can be to your business partner. It can be for your spouse, like I said. It could be for your neighbor. It could be for your cousin. It could be for your uncle, your aunt. It could be for your child, your daughter. Anybody that you feel would find value in going through this program with you, or perhaps somebody that you just believe in and has that entrepreneurial spirit as well, and they just need the right information to take themselves to the next phase of their income life. You can give them this gift of their own login to the fast tracks. You just have to, I'll show you. You'll see how to do it once you get into the program. And you'll just tell my team where we send it, and we just send it on out. And then you and whomever you choose both have access. So obviously that doubles the value of your membership right now, doubles it because you get 2 instead of 1. I mean, how cool is that? I just bought a plane ticket for my daughter. She had to fly somewhere, actually just yesterday. I took her to the airport. And if I had been able to get 2 for the price of 1, I would have gone with her. Well, I wouldn't have, because there was no need for me to go with her because she was going on a trip on her own. But I wish I'd been able to get 2 for the price of 1, because that's always better. Buy one, get one free. That's exactly what I'm talking about. Okay, doubles the value of your membership. So what are you going to get all together? The Fast Tracks course is a $9,995 value. Free bonus number 1 is a proven landing page templates and software, a $2,497 value. Yours for free. Bonus 2, the thank you page cash generator software, $1,997 value. Again, yours for free. Bonus number 3 is the full email templates and training, a $797 value, free for you. Bonus 4, traffic mastery workshop, $1,997 value, yours for free. Bonus 5, weekly coaching every Friday. Well, almost every Friday, as long as nothing comes up, for the first 20 people. $1,000 value, yours for free. Bonus number 6, commission bump and partner support increase. Okay, $1,500 value. You don't have to pay a penny for it. And we just went over this free second login for your partner, business partner, spouse, whomever you'd like to share it with. Your dog, your cat, your son, your uncle, your grandpa. I don't care. Whoever you want to share it with. $997 value, yours for free. Total value of $20,780. And all you got to do is go to the link in front of you. It's in the chat as well. Just go to the link in front of you, plug in your information, okay? Take 5 minutes, sign up, save $500. Use the PayPal credit option if it's available to you. I have no control of whether it is or isn't. And join me. Join us. Become a partner, along with thousands of other people that have or are going through the fast tracks along with you. And they're there to support you as well. And remember, 100% money back guarantee. Sign up for the fast tracks today, and if you don't like it for any reason at all, I don't care what the reason is. If you don't like the sound of my voice, the way I dress on a video, if you don't like the color scheme, I don't know, if you don't, whatever, it doesn't matter. I'll give you a full refund at any time the next 30 days, even if it's 29 days, 23 hours, and 59 minutes from now, you can get a 100% refund. No questions asked. All you got to do right now is go to the URL you see in front of you, okay? And join us. That's all you got to do. Oh, remember this? I almost forgot. Earlier, I said I could guarantee your success. Okay, here's how that works. If you use everything that I give you and follow every step, and within the next 90 days, you haven't made any money, guess what? My team or I will just jump on a call with you, and we'll just personally fix your business. I mean, if that doesn't make it as easy as possible, I don't know what does. 90 days from now, if you're having trouble for whatever reason, here's what's happening. Something is happening, and I can guarantee you that my team and I can figure it out probably in about 10 minutes, because we've been doing this for a long time. Normally, what happens is any of these issues that people come across, which they do happen from time to time, are almost always incredibly small problems. Like, you forgot to click a button here, you forgot to upload something there, you didn't click save at the right time. It's almost always something incredibly easy, okay? And we are experts at finding those problems and fixing them. And that's exactly what I'll do for you, and my team will do for you if you run into any of those issues. So I will literally guarantee that you succeed, because if you don't, hey, guess what? We'll fix it for you, plain and simple. But the only way we can do that is if you join us. And the only way that you can join us is by going to the URL in front of you and taking 5 minutes is all it takes to join us right now. Okay? It's an investment that you're going to make in yourself. It's not an investment you're making in me. It's an investment in yourself. As of right now, you have 2 options. Just like always, enter, exit, yes, no, up, down, 2 options. Your first option is that you do nothing. That's okay. It's up to you. I wouldn't recommend it, but it's up to you. You do nothing. You don't take this leap of faith, because that's what this really is. It's a leap of faith in yourself, not me, but in yourself. And if you have the abilities to just follow directions, because I think you do. I mean, I know I can give you the directions, I can give you the steps, I can give you the software, I can give you the templates, I can give you everything, but you have to have faith in yourself to actually follow through. But you don't have to. You can do nothing. That's option number one. You can do nothing. But guess what? Nothing will change for you. Second option is invest this small amount, which it is. It's a small amount in yourself. You know it's worth it, and just give it a shot. Just give it a shot. What's the worst thing that can happen? It's called a pregnant pause there. What's the worst thing that can happen? Nothing. Nothing bad can happen to you. You're completely protected. It's completely risk-free. Everything is you're in complete control. Okay? Just give it a shot. Because here's the way that I think about it. Personally, me, if I can't make you money, if my business and my program can't make you money, then hey, I don't deserve yours. So this is all on, it's all about you. It's not about me. It's about you. You know what you can do. You know what kind of level of commitment that you have. And you know that if I give it to you, you will just take advantage of it, which is exactly what I will do. And all you have to do is go to the link in front of you and join me. That's it. That's all you got to do. Let me go through what are you going to get one more time just to make sure that you understand everything. The Fast Tracks course, let's round up, just get easier to say, $10,000 value. Free bonus number one is approved landing page templates, $2,500 value. I'm going to use round numbers. Free bonus number two, thank you page cash generator software, $2,000 value. Free bonus number three is the full email templates training, an $800 value. Free bonus number four is the traffic mastery workshop, a $2,000 value. Free bonus number five is the weekly coaching for the first 20 people, a $1,000 value. Free bonus number six is the commission bump and the partner support, it's $1,500 value. And number seven is the free second login for your partner, business partner, spouse, kids, cousin, whatever, a $997 value. It's a total value when you add it all up of $20,780, okay? And all you have to do is go to the link in front of you, make this small investment in yourself. Actually, you get to save $500 and make an even smaller investment in yourself. And join me, become a partner. Let's see what you can do. Let's see what we can do together, okay? But I have one more question. Is it worth risking just a little, because it is a little, to gain a lot? Because even if this works just 1/10 as I know it, just 1/10 as well as I know it does, then you'll be able to cover the whole cost in just a couple days. Remember how Steve and Carol and Marty were making $500, $600 in their first 2 or 3 days? Well, you can do the same thing. That's what I want you to do. That's the whole goal, right? I want you to be able to cover this investment in yourself within days from now so that you're happy and profitable and making money, okay? Because don't you want to know if you can do it? It's a challenge, right? Don't you want to challenge yourself and see if you can do it? You should. You should. Because I always appreciate a challenge. And all you have to do is go to the link in front of you, utilize the incredibly secure payment processing that we have with clickbank.com, and utilize that PayPal credit if it's available to you. I don't know if it will be or not. It's not up to me. It's up to them. Okay. That's all you got to do. Here's what you're going to see. You're going to see this page. It's super, super simple. You're going to click credit card. You're going to click PayPal. You're going to plug in your information. You're going to click Pay Now, and that's it. That's all you have to do. And then I'll be there saying hi to you personally and welcoming you, just like I did for Steve, who made over $500 in his first 2 days. But by the way, within his first 4 days, that income went all the way up to $1,000. $1,000 in 4 days. Or Marty, who made $600 in his first 3 days, or Carol, who made $550 in her first 3 days. You see a trend here: 3 days, 500,000. It's not difficult, okay? Or Roy, who wrote in and said, Merlin, you could teach college professors across this country to create a successful, understandable, to the point study plan for their students. I'm a teacher and I commend you on this program. Glad to be a member of your team. Thank you so much. And we get comments like this all the time, such as from Greg. Greg here, who says, here's why you should do as the instructor says. In this case, I'm the instructor. Every step of the way, I have followed along and did exactly as instructed. Just out of boredom, I checked my ClickBank account to see what my hop count analytics were, and bam, $549 commission. The system works, guys. Trust the process. I mean, you can't argue with that, right? He didn't even know that he had made this $550 commission until he just happened to check his account one day. And then boom, there was just sitting there waiting for him. He didn't even know. How much work do you think Greg was actually doing? Very little, I can tell you, but he made that commission, okay? But you got to make a choice. Can't do anything if you don't make choices, right? You always have options, yes, no, up, down, enter, exit, but you have to make choices. In order to get results, you have to make choices. Because if you want something that you've never had, then you've got to do something you've never done. If this is new to you, if this is scary, if this is frightening, making this kind of this investment in yourself and your income generation abilities, hey, that's cool. I understand. It's new. Doing new things is how you move forward. Doing the same thing is how you stay in the same place. You got to do something new. So we have reached the end of this training. I'm going to start a timer right now. There we go. We have 15 minutes exactly. Why do we have 15 minutes? Because, hey, I value your time and I value my time. And I know that I will just keep talking because I'm guilty of that. I love talking about this stuff. Absolutely love it. But over the next few minutes here, while we have a few minutes left, I want to go over a couple questions that have come through in the chat box. I'm just going to scroll through and make sure that I didn't, and apologies because I know that I'll miss a few of them because there are literally hundreds of people here with us today. And I know I'll miss a few, and that's okay. But I'll answer the most common ones that I've seen come through, and I have one of my team members that's helping me get this up and running, okay? So before I do that, I just want to go over the total here. What you're going to get the Fast Tracks course. See my mouse up here? You're going to get the free bonus, the proven landing page templates. You're going to get the thank you page cash generator software. You're going to get the full email templates and training. You're going to get the traffic mastery workshop. You're going to get weekly coaching for the first 20 people, of which I think there are maybe one slot left. I haven't checked, but it's difficult for me to do two things at the same time. So I will just assume that there's one or two left. And if you don't make it into that group, just let me know and I'll probably open up an extra group for you as well. That's okay. You're also going to get the commission bump and partner support. You're going to get the free second login for your whoever you want to share it with, okay? The total value is $20,780. There's a 30-day money back, no questions asked guaranteed, meaning when you click the link, here's the link right over here, when you click the link, and well, you're not going to click it, you're actually going to type it in, or you can click the link that's in the chat box and head on over and make that small investment in yourself, okay? If for any reason you're not happy, I don't know what that possibly could be, but if for any reason over the next 30 days you're not happy, you're just going to send us an email at, you see the email in front of you, it's support@thefasttracks.com. That's how you get in touch with us. It'll go into our email system and one of my lovely team members will help you with that. And if you want a refund, you let us know. If you want help, you let us know. We're there 7 days a week going through our support desk, me and my team, all of us, okay? Here to help you, okay? All you gotta do is go to that link that you see in front of you. You get to save $500, you get an instant $500 discount, okay? So $997 is the total investment that you're gonna be making in order to become a member of the Fast Tracks and get all $20,000 worth of value for yourself right now, okay? Let me go through these questions while we have a few more minutes because again, I wanna respect your time. Okay, is there a guarantee? Yes, I just went over that. I don't need to go over it again. There's a 30-day money back, 100%, no questions asked, guarantee. Anything happens, let us know. We'll fix it, whatever, doesn't matter. No risk to you whatsoever. I want to make this as risk-free for you as possible. Can I do this on my phone or my tablet? It's an interesting question that often comes up. And I understand it because everybody lives on their phone right now, right? People just live on their phones and they think, oh, my phone, I can do anything on my phone. My phone does everything. Well, in reality, let's think about this. So you are building a business right now, right? With the Fast Tracks, a business, not a hobby, but a business. Would you ever in your life think that a cell phone is all you need? I don't care how fancy your phone is. Would you ever think that a cell phone is all you need to build a business? Phones are great for watching videos, making calls, texting, looking through social media, which I personally don't do, but looking through your social media, liking pictures on Instagram, whatever people do with their phones. It's great for that stuff. Those apps are built for that. But would you build a whole business on your phone? No. Why not? Well, it's too dang small. It's just too dang small, right? You can't build a business on the little 4, 5, 6-inch screen. No, you are a business person. You need a computer. You could use a tablet, right? If you have a keyboard attached to it, that's cool. You can totally do a tablet, but not a phone. Remember what you're doing. You're a serious business person because you want to have a serious life-changing, life-altering amount of income coming into your life. In order to do that, you need to be serious about things. Whether you're using a laptop, a desktop, I don't care, anything. It doesn't have to be some massively powerful machine. It just needs to have access to the internet, ability to watch things, click things, stuff like that. I don't care if it's, your 5-year-old laptop, doesn't matter, but not a phone, okay? Okay, moving on. Do I need to know how to build a website? No, absolutely not. There is absolutely no requirement for you to build a website whatsoever. The only thing that you do need to be able to do is get a domain name, like a www.blah.com, okay? But I'll show you how to do that. I'll show you how to do that inside the program. It takes 5 minutes and it costs about $10, okay? You might have done it already, but you don't need to know how to build a website at all. I personally still don't know how to build a website. I've been doing this for 16 years and I can't build a website. If you told me to type something out in HTML or PHP or Java or Python or Ruby or any of these programs that people use to build websites, I would just laugh at you because I don't know how to do it, because I don't need to. There's all kinds of tools that make that not something that you need to be able to do anymore, period. And I have people that work for me, actually smart people, like developers and programmers that work for me, much smarter than I am, who know how to do that. And they do that stuff for me, and then I give it to you. So you don't have to know how to do it. I'll take care of it for you, okay? Or show you the tools that you can utilize in order to make that effective, okay? Is there a payment plan? As of today, at this moment, right now, there is not a payment plan. Why is that? Why can I not split up your payments into, whatever that amount is? For a simple reason, okay? I think it's very important for you to be able to make choices, like effective choices in your life. Because again, just like I said a moment ago, what are you doing? You are starting a business, not a hobby, not a toy, not something for fun. This is a business. You're going to make a meaningful amount of money in your life with your business. In order to run a business, you need to be able to make decisions. Big decisions, small decisions, but you have to be able to make decisions. If you cannot make the decision to make this small investment in yourself now by going to the link in front of you, then those decisions that you're going to have to make in the future for the betterment of your business are going to be hard for you to do. So I consider this to be kind of a defining moment for you, because in order to be able to have those decision-making abilities to further your income down the road to the point where you're making, $10,000, $20,000, $50,000, $100,000 a month, you got to make big decisions. It's just the way it works. Nobody's going to make them for you. I'll be there to help you, but I can't make them for you. This is the only decision that you have to make right now, though. Just going to the link in front of you. I've made it as easy as I possibly can, but I'm not giving you a payment plan because I think it's important for you to make a choice. Yes or no? If the answer is yes, you know what to do. If the answer is no, then why are you still here? Which is interesting to think about, because there's still a lot of people here with us now, meaning there are a lot of people here with me now who have not chosen yes or no. What does that mean? Does that mean you're on the fence, that you haven't been able to make that choice? If you haven't been able to make that choice, well, guess what? You need to make a decision. If it's no, that's fine. It's no, it doesn't matter to me, right? Doesn't matter to me at all. I'm giving you an opportunity, but it doesn't affect my life in any meaningful way. It affects your life because you now have the ability to do what you want to do. But if you haven't been able to make that choice, you have to look in the mirror and think about why you haven't been able to make that decision. Because I have a feeling that there's probably other decisions in your life that you're maybe not able to make either. which is something to think about. Because if you want to change your life and move it forward in a meaningful way, whether it be financially, personally, emotionally, I don't know, any way, you better be able to make decisions. Okay? All right, next question. Will this work if I've never made money online before? Heck yeah, well, that's the whole point, right? I want to be able to take anybody from any level, whether you're a beginner, intermediate, advanced, expert, I don't care. You're going to learn something new from me because I do things differently than almost everybody else. And I've been doing it for a heck of a long time. So whether you're brand new, heck yeah, you'll have everything you need. You're just going to follow 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, step by step by step. Once you get step 1 done, step 2, step 3, step 4, you'll have everything you need. If you're intermediate, great, wonderful. Maybe step 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 will be real easy for you. That's totally cool too. You can jump ahead. If you're advanced, maybe you're going to jump ahead to step 10, and the rest of it will seem like it's, super simple. Well, cool. Well, guess what? I can guarantee you that I will be able to show you something that you have never known before. I don't care how advanced you feel you are, okay? But if you're a beginner, this is your perfect opportunity. Same as if you're intermediate, it's your perfect opportunity. I did a study of our students that have gone through the program over the last year or so. We did a study on it, and it's interesting because roughly 85% of the people that go through the program are beginners, which makes sense, right? And the other 15% is roughly 90% of them are intermediate, and only about, it ends up being like 2% of people are what I would call advanced, that have made more than $100,000. I would call somebody who's made $100,000 or more on the internet, quote unquote, advanced. Intermediate, that means you've probably made more than $10,000 on the internet total. A beginner means you haven't, right? So of the thousands of people, only less than 2% were in that advanced stage, and maybe 12 to 15% were in that intermediate stage. The other 85% of people, total beginners. And that's where people see the most success the fastest. Okay? All right, next. How long will it take for me to see results? Well, I don't have a crystal ball, sadly. My name is Merlin, but I don't have a crystal ball. So I can't define that timeline for you because it's totally up to you. I'm not going to force you to go through anything at a certain speed. I'm not going to hold you back. Everything is available to you. All the tools are available to you. All the training is available to you. Okay? It's just up to you what pace you want to go through. I want you to be comfortable. I don't want you to feel rushed or stressed or anything like that. I want you to be comfortable. And so it could take you a day, right? It could take you 2 days. It could take you a month. It could take you 2 months. I don't know, right? It's yours entirely. That choice is to make is yours, okay? Mr. Stokes, thank you so much for joining us. I just saw that pop through. I really appreciate that. Can't wait to work with you. And let's see here. Mr. Kramer, maybe, Michael. Oh. You ever get to the point where you just can't talk anymore? Okay, excuse me. Michael Kramer, thank you so much for joining us as well. And let's see here. Richard Miller, thank you for joining us as well. I cannot wait to work with you guys. If you're still here, again, there are lots of people here. If you haven't been able to make the decision, now is the time. As you can see, the clock is clicking down to finish answering the question, how long will it take me or you to see results? I'm not going to force you to do anything that you're not comfortable doing. I'm not going to pressure you to go faster than you need to, and I'm certainly not going to hold you back, okay? I can make everything available to you. My team is here ready for you right now, literally. Some of them are here on this call with us right now, and they're ready to help if you need help. So you'll make money as fast and as quickly as you're ready to do that. Let's see. Will you help me get everything set up? Oh, yes, of course, 100%. We've made everything as easy as it possibly can be, okay? Everything is templatized. Everything is step by step. There's softwares, there are tools. We try to make everything as easy as it possibly can because remember, I understand, my team understands that roughly 85% of people are beginners, which is totally cool. So we want everything to be beginner friendly. which means it can't be hard. So that means, yes, we'll help you get everything set up. If you have any questions, send us an email and we'll just walk you through the process. We'll log into your system. We'll do it for you if you need us to. Speaking of, if I have not been able to answer your question today, right now, just send us an email. You can see the email address in front of you. It's support@thefasttracks.com. Just send us an email. Me or one of my team members will get in touch with you as quickly as we possibly can, get those questions answered. If you have any trouble with your payment method or whatever it is, just let us know. There's lots of ways we can figure things out. Just let us know and we'll be happy to help you. Now, look, I'm going too slow. I only have 3 seconds. How much time will this take? It'll take as much or as little time as you want to take. You can invest an hour a week, 2 hours a week, 10 hours a week, as much time as you have available or that you feel comfortable investing is how much time I would recommend that you invest. Okay, again, I'm not going to force you to do anything. Your life is your life. I'm going to give you everything that you possibly need. Next question, when does the program start? Right now. Everything is ready for you right now. You're not buying a ticket to an event, okay? You don't need to wait till next week, next month, 2 months from now. Okay, we're here. Everything is ready for you. The software is tested. The templates are proven. It's all waiting for you right now. And look at that, my timing is perfect. I want you to do it now. I want you to go to the link that you see right in front of you. I want you to save $500 immediately. I want you to take 5 minutes and I want you to join me and join my team in the Fast Tracks. Over $20,000 in value. All you have to do is go to the link, plug in your information. We'll send you an email with everything you could possibly need. You'll get an intro video from me showing you exactly how to get started, and everything's ready for you. All you got to do is do that immediately. If you have any questions, you see the email address in front of you, support@thefasttracks.com. Send us an email. Me or my team will get back to you as quickly as we possibly can, right away, and answer any questions that you have. It has been my absolute pleasure to be here with you today. I hope that you've gotten as much value from me as I do by delivering this training, which I don't do very often, but I'm happy that I was able to do it here for you today. So, make a choice. That's all it takes. Life is full of choices, and this is your opportunity to make one to improve your future income generation abilities by utilizing everything that I just went over with you today. Thank you for your time. Thank you for your attention. And I can't wait to work with you and so many other people that are going through the program.